Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
The left-hander, Eduardo Rodriguez. Called strike three.
He chases the high heater.
He does a great job moving the ball around the zone, not letting you get comfortable.
Called strike three. The changeup lands.
He has 100% changed his MO coming into the season, and it's working for him.
Really gets this entire rotation pointed right back in the correct direction. Fastball by him, and that is an enormous out for Erod.
That's about as good as I've seen Erod throw the ball.
He's got the capability of facing any lineup.
Diamondbacks baseball is brought to you by Progressive. Rivalry weekend continues across Major League Baseball, and it finds Eduardo Rodriguez and the Diamondbacks in Colorado for a renewal of the Rocky Mountain Showdown on D-Backs TV. Good afternoon from Coors Field. Welcome to the broadcast. Steve Berthium and Tom Candiati here with you. Last night, Merrill Kelly threw his first career complete game. Last week, Eduardo Rodriguez nearly had his. And Candy, he's back on the mound this afternoon.
Yeah, and we're real happy about it, too, because he's really throwing the ball outstanding right now. And pitching has become very, very contagious. But Erod does it with that great four-seam fastball, really sets up his changeup. Watch how he's hitting the spots now. This wasn't him last year. Now he's just picking up the glove, and he's nailing it.
Threw a pitch in the ninth inning for the first time in his career. Dominated the Mets at 100 pitches. He's on the mound today again. It's our progressive player profile. Erod, who's won his last two starts. Tomoyoki Sagano, who's lost his last two.
Yeah, and Sagano's not a guy that's going to throw with high velocity, but he's kind of an accomplished pitcher coming over from Japan. But he has good stuff. He's going to go rely on a split finger, heavy on the split finger. So support for the hitters to really make sure that ball is up in the zone and don't chase it down.
First pitch is coming up shortly here on D-Backs TV. When we come back, Jody Jackson joins us. She has today's starting lineups.
Diamondbacks baseball is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Bundle home and auto for a double play of savings. Start a quote by visiting progressive.com. By Ram Trucks, hurry in for the Ram Declaration of Deals. Nothing stops Ram. And by Jack in the Box. Jack's new Smashed Jack Sliders Munchie Meal with a chance to win the $75,000 prize for Jack's 75th anniversary. And welcome back. We are still celebrating the great accomplishment by Merrill Kelly last night. 100 pitches and the first complete game of his career at age 37. Jody Jackson back with you here. We've got 2 day games to round out this series here in Denver. What a masterpiece it was from Merrill, the mainstay, last night. Early swings led to quick innings, and many of you already know his journey. Desert Mountain High School, Yavapai College, Arizona State, going to Korea for 4 years, and then thriving in the majors with the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's that long journey that made the first complete game so special.
Been doing this a while now, and for this to be my first CG when I'm 37, my 8th year in the big leagues and 16th year professionally. I take that back. I think I had maybe 1 CG in Korea. But for the first one in the big leagues to be year 8 and at age 37, I think it's pretty cool. And Nolan said that he's only seen 1 other complete game here in his life, and that was Kershaw. So that was pretty special.
And now for today, Eduardo Rodriguez will take the hill for the Diamondbacks. It's our Trajan Wealth lineup. Couple changes. Ketel Marte's in there, but as the DH, that puts Ildemaro Vargas, who had 4 hits last night, at second base, and Jose Fernandez at first base. James McCann will do the catching. As for the Colorado Rockies, Hunter Goodman had that solo home run last night, and he is 0 for 10 with 4 strikeouts against Eduardo Rodriguez. And Erod is on the mound, coming off a terrific outing against the Mets last time out. 8 1/3 innings, and he is the subject of our Bet365 betting odds. Diamondbacks have won the last 6 times he's had the start.
Diamondbacks baseball is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Bundle home and auto for double play of savings. Start a quote by visiting progressive.com. By Chaz Roberts, serving you since 42. By Talking Stick Resort, Playcation is back. Stay in play with rates as low as $129. By Trajan Wealth, going above and beyond to help you build a secure financial future. And by Sanderson Ford. For the best play on a new vehicle, choose Sanderson Ford. Well, welcome back to Denver, Colorado, where if you don't like the weather, just give it 10 minutes. It was a beautiful sunny morning all day here, but rain is expected in the next 30 minutes. A light rain, we're told, may be able to play through it. Not expected to last all that long, but it is coming, we're told. So stand by for that. Nothing new here in Denver. Diamondbacks back to within a game of 500. The offense may be coming out of its weeks-long hibernation after a pair of impressive showings, Candy, the last two games.
Yeah, we were hoping that would be the case coming into Coors Field to try to get a little bit healthy. And judging from the way the game was last night, the offense really turned it on.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks have averaged 6.5 runs per game here at Coors since the 2023 season. And then last night, 9 runs on 13 hits as they took the series opener from a Rockies club that's last in the National League West right now. They've lost 11 of their last 14 games. Colorado takes the field. The Green Caps on Military Appreciation Day today for both sides. Teams all over the league wearing those to honor our servicemen and women. This is Tomoyuki Sagano, 36-year-old right-hander in his second major league season. And his first with Colorado. He pitched last year in Baltimore.
Yeah, pretty accomplished pitcher over in Japan. He was 136 wins and 74 losses. He's got plus command. Split finger really is his best pitch. This guy's going to throw any pitch and any count. He's going to move it around. Does not have high velocity, so he's got to be firm on the edges to be successful.
Diamondbacks have Eduardo Rodriguez out there, so it's a left-hander. Different look to the Rockies configuration today. And here's a look around the diamond at Colorado defensively.
Boy, look at their shortstop, Tovar. He's really got elite range. His first step is just great. And when you watch the way he moves laterally, you'll see him catch a lot of balls that look like they're going to be base hits up the middle of the field. He's really a great defender. Gold Glove a couple years ago.
Well, we always know, Candy, in this ballpark, the key is to score a lot of runs. What about today? Your keys to the game provided by Ram Trucks.
Well, it's runs. You know, we got to keep this offense rolling right now. And you know, you mentioned it last night. 9 runs. He had 13 hits. Probably had a chance for a lot more, but maybe Coors Field is just what this offense needs. And for Erod, the 4-seam and the changeup, really that's going to be his big pitches. 155 batting average against his fastball and only a 176 batting average against his change. Those combination of pitches will be tough for him to hit if he's on.
He's facing a Rockies club that leads the National League in strikeouts. We are back early today after last night as the Diamondbacks resume this stretch of 13 straight games against the Rockies and the Giants. 13 games in 13 days, all against Colorado and San Francisco. Giants will wait for us when we get back home on Monday. James Jean, the plate umpire, back there calling balls and strikes. And the DH today, Ketel Marte, set to lead it off for the Diamondbacks. Clouds overhead, rain expected soon. So here we go, a Saturday afternoon in Denver, Colorado.
I think we know he's going to hit the ball hard. It's whether it's going to be caught or not.
I mean, last night he led off the game with a ground ball to third that he hit at 106 miles an hour. He is at the DH spot today. Torey Lovello told us he'll probably give Ketel the day off tomorrow here at Coors, which is the model they follow, particularly in Marte's case, and he will challenge.
Pitch is called a strike with batter challenging.
And leading off the game, he better be right. ABS gives us a look, provided by T-Mobile. And he's not right.
Pitch is a strike.
That is a big no-no.
Yeah, not right there. Ketel, you got to be sure on a count on a pitch like that. And I think the way he immediately did that, I think he thought he was sure about it.
So it's a 1-1 count. Ties him up with a slider.
Well, he's going to move his pitches around, keep it down. You know, he's going to have that one splitter that he likes to throw when he gets ahead in the count. Probably coming right now.
Teams have been trying to get Ketel Marte to chase pitches. Doesn't offer it that one. It was the curveball. Tomoyuki Sagano is not a strikeout pitcher. He in fact generates very little swing and miss. He's among the lowest strikeout and whiff percentages in the major leagues this year. He looks for soft contact.
Yeah, doesn't really miss a lot of bats. Does give up a lot of home runs also. Almost 2 home runs per 9.
Led the American League in home runs allowed last year with the Orioles. Ketel won't chase the sinker. In fact, from the start of last year through today, Tomoyuki Sagano has given up 42 home runs. That's third most of the majors, behind only Zach Littell and Jake Irvin.
Coors Field's probably not a real good match for him in that category.
You wonder. It took a lot of guts to bring him in here, but they like him. And there's a base hit for Marte. Another hard hit ball and a good at bat by Ketel. That one candy off the bat at 109 miles an hour. Everything he hits is a smoke show.
It is. It's just a rocket. And this time you're almost expecting it to be caught by somebody. But this one just safely lands in right field. I mean, what a bolt that was to start this game off.
And good for Ketel, who kind of had to hang in there last night. From the leadoff spot, he was the only Diamondback starter who did not have a hit last night. Corbin lines into a double play. No chance for Ketel as Castro turns 2.
Another line drive, but Marte was getting his secondary lead as this ball was caught. And Castro just turned into an easy double play.
So a break for Sagano, quickly 2 down, ahead of Geraldo Perdomo.
That is a pitcher. You have 2 line drives and you have 2 outs
on 7 pitches. Jerry at 217. He singled in last night's game, but the numbers have been stubborn for Perdomo. 15 games since the Mexico City series. He's hitting 167. Sagano Candy has that lineup that we see, or the windup that we see from a lot of Japanese pitchers, which is very slow, kind of unfolds in sections.
A lot of motion to him. We're watching Hideo Nomo for the Dodgers pitch a no-hitter in this ballpark. Same way with the big tornado, but he went from the stretch that game.
A rocket up the middle off Perdomo, who hammered that one into center. 100 miles an hour. That was the split finger pitch.
Oh, there's 3 line drives to start this game off. And another bolt, almost a chuck and duck. You see him get out of the way of this one. Look out. And that ball zooms into center field.
Good sign so far for the Diamondbacks hitters. Here's the former Rocky, Nolan Arenado. Coming off a big night last night. Nolan 279 and 6 home runs. He was on base 5 times at the cleanup hitter last night. He doubled in his 7th inning and set a new career high by drawing 4 walks. He scored twice as well.
This little tidbit, he's got 481 on base percentage since April 21st.
That is
481.
That leads the major leagues since April 21st.
Wow, he just looks so comfortable at the plate.
Through 4 games on the trip, Arenado has doubled 4 times. He's walked 5 times and has scored 5 runs. Only played 4 games.
Crazy. What just a force he is, though, right now. Ever since Torrey really moved him up to that 4 hole, you love him right there.
Killing the ball lately. Tracks the split, won't chase. You know when you get behind in the count against Sagano, you got to think splitter, right?
Got to. You got to look for something down. It's going to be either his curveball or his splitter.
He's going to try to put you away with that off speed.
In fact, hitters only hit 140 against that splitter. It throws it about 21% of the time.
See James Jean back there noting the disengagement by Sagano. 1-2 on Arenado. Check on Jerry. And that's a second disengagement. So if you want to get Jerry started early, he has the advantage here with Sagano. But Arenado up there trying to protect with 2 strikes. Perdomo getting a big lead. There he goes. And Arenado fights off the slider. See Perdomo, Candy, do that maybe more than any other Diamondback base runner, is time that pitcher. And with Dave McKay's help, he had him timed up.
And that's the benefit also. No, the guy can't throw over there. He can't throw over there, but if he doesn't get him out, it's a balk. So you can take liberties like that where you just start skip hopping out there.
And Arenado had to spoil that slider. We'll do it again. He knows Sagano can't throw over, and there he goes again. And no throw through from Goodman. Perdomo's in there at second.
Almost just no contest.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew he was going to run. I mean, everyone knew he was going to run. Nothing you could do about it.
7th stolen base for Perdomo. That leads the club. Scoring position for Arenado. Nolan pokes it to right field. Thompson, the rookie, backing up. His first major league start. He tracks it down and they strand Perdomo. Some hard hit balls, no runs across. Eduardo Rodriguez coming up from Colorado.
Fargo terms apply.
Gray skies overhead here at Coors Field. Steve Berthium, Tom Candiotti, Joe Jackson along the way. Jody Jackson along the way. Left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound today. Your Y Refi starting pitcher stats: 4-0 in 8 starts. That 2.25 ERA is 8th best in the National League.
Yeah, he's really been on a roll too. Pitching with a lot of confidence right now with all of his pitches, and he's really pounding the strike zone now. So ever since that WBC, we talked about that, he has just been a different pitcher.
Willie Castro, the second baseman, veteran switch hitter, leads it off for the Rockies, and there's the fastball for a strike at 88 miles an hour. Castro 0 for 3 last night, 225 of the year. That one's popped up into a gray sky. James McCann will give it a look near the netting, and it's out of play. Well, Eduardo Rodriguez has been the Diamondbacks' most consistent starting pitcher this year. And as Jody Jackson mentioned earlier, the D-backs are 6-0 in Erod's last 6 starts.
I mean, that is really getting it done too. 4-0 just on his own decisions, but does it with all his pitches again, but pounding the strike zone at a much higher rate.
Way over on that third base side of the rubber. That's the changeup he talked about off the fastball. Castro wouldn't bite.
Yep,
those 1 and 2.
Those are the 2 pitches to really pay attention to, that 4-seamer and that change.
Well, Erod is not necessarily a strikeout pitcher, but swing and miss could be a factor today when you consider the Rockies hitters lead the National League in strikeouts. The team with the fewest strikeouts in the league, by the way, Arizona Diamondbacks.
It's a good ballpark to put the ball in play. A lot of room out there, a lot of area.
2.66 acres in the outfield, according to our stat man, Nate the Great.
Teeing you guys up.
He used to plant corn out there. He should know. Well, this ballpark actually has been a good fit for Eduardo. He's always pitched well here. In fact, he is 3-0 in 3 career starts at Coors Field. And today can become only the 6th pitcher ever to win his first 4 Coors Field starts.
That's with a sub-3 ERA. That makes it even more impressive.
Castro's making him work. That a fastball sailed away. Military Appreciation Day. James McCann has all the military catching gear on there. Brenton Doyle on deck, and then it's TJ Rumfield. Castro, this is what you don't like, these long extended at bats, especially to begin innings.
Just flicking his wrist, fouling the ball off. Wasn't sure if it was a ball or a strike. And it gets that pitch count up.
Just getting into the velocity. They chase the changeup. Boy, Castro's turned in a professional at bat here. It's 3-2.
Erod just trying to get the feel of the change. It's such a field pitch. Pitch number 9 on the way. That's
Smacked into the gap in left center. Waldy over to cut it off. Castro thinking two. He'll put on the brakes. As we get a look around the diamond at the D-back defense, that's brought to us by Car Shield.
Well, today you're going to see a little bit different look for the Diamondbacks. You got Vargas out of second base, not playing first base. That's Jose Fernandez. Now with Marte being a DH, Vargas shows his versatility, and he's able to go over to second base.
Well, terrific leadoff at bat by Castro. He's aboard for the slumping Brenton Doyle, who's in center field today after a night off last night. Doyle at 192 with a home run in 40 games this year. Gray clouds overhead. It was a beautiful sunny morning, but the clouds have moved in. The lights have been on since we started here. And we're told light rain is in the forecast for roughly 2 o'clock local time, so that's about 30 minutes from now. And we'll hope for the best. Doyle smacks that to left. Lourdes chasing after it, and it one-hops the wall. Brenton Doyle 105 miles an hour off the bat for a ground rule double.
Cut fastball, but Erod left this right over the heart of the plate. McCann wants it outside. Look at that ball. That's a bullseye right over the middle of the plate, and that's why that ball was hit so hard.
Doyle really needed that one. He had fallen into a 2 for 22 slide in his last 10 games. And right away, the Rockies have runners at second and third. Nobody out for T.J. Rumfield, the first baseman. Rumfield leads the Rockies in hits this year. 0 for 4 in the cleanup spot last night.
This is one of those areas where Erod has really excelled in this year. Pitching with runners in scoring position. It's only an .093 average, but hitters are 4 for 43 in these situations. And he'd love to add on to that stat right now.
Rumfield struck out to end Merrill Kelly's complete game last night, but he does not strike out often, generally puts the ball in play. And Eduardo ahead right away, it's 0-2.
Well, you mentioned he's not a big strikeout pitcher, but this is a good opportunity now to get a strikeout.
You want to avoid the ball in play at this point.
See if you get him to chase something out of the zone here. A good try.
92 upstairs for ball one. Rumfield is from Temple, Texas. Started his collegiate career at Texas Tech. Went to Virginia Tech. 12th round pick out of Blacksburg by the Phillies. Was traded to the Yankees shortly afterwards. Traded to the Rockies here in January. Punches that to left. Lourdes won't be able to get there. It dropped for a base hit. Castro had to wait and see, and he just does sneak in. The Rockies take a 1-0 lead.
Oh, little jam shot out there, and Lourdes, I don't know if he got a real good jump on this ball, but it just fell in, and
both runners froze on the line drive. Otherwise, they would have scored 2.
Watching Rumfield when he hit that, he didn't know if that was going to be fair or not. He kind of stayed in the box, but Lourdes got the ball back in, but Doyle read it well. He got to third base quickly, but Castro had to wait to see if that ball fell in.
So T.J. Rumfield has his first hit in the series. Conference time at the mound already. As Erod has given up base hits to the first 3 Rockies batters. And Perdomo having a team meeting out there, as he so often does. Their best hitter comes up. It's the catcher, Hunter Goodman, who hit a line drive home run in the first inning here last night off Merrill Kelly. Their only run of the ball game.
You know, he looked like he was locked in all night last night. He had a lot of good swings off Merrill.
He's a good hitter. An all-star and a Silver Slugger winner last year. Doyle at third and Rumfield at first. Still no outs. That's coming back here. A cutter, and it's strike one. Goodman has it in 4 straight games, 6 of 7. And includes a couple of home runs, as well as a 4-hit game he had in Philadelphia on the Rockies' last road trip. He's been hot. Another one come on back. It's 0-2. That velo in the fastball settling in at about 92 for Erod.
Yeah, started a little soft.
Yeah, it did. Brian Kaplan, the pitching coach, on the right there with Torey Lovullo. And the wind's starting to pick up in the outfield. Forrest out there. Sky getting a little darker. I swear, when we walked over from the hotel, there was not a cloud in the sky.
A beautiful morning.
About 9:30 this morning. I thought it was going to be lovely today. When are we going to learn? Goodman is a dangerous hitter. Last season, 31 homers. He drove in 91 runs. And an OPS just below 850. Pitch number 20 in this inning coming up, and Erod is yet to record an out. There it is. He got him on that fastball at 93. And there's one away.
He was staying stubborn. Tried to do the same thing against Rumfield, try to go upstairs with Goodman also, and this time it works.
That's the weak spot with Goodman. He has a lot of swing and miss. There's a lot of strikeout there.
He likes to swing the bat,
yeah,
so
sure
he
does.
will chase. That was a nice job by Rodriguez.
Goodman's punched out now 60 times in 155 at bats. Good gracious. Mickey Moniak, the DH today. Well, he could use a ground ball the worst way right here.
Thinking the same thing.
Moniak's a tough out, 306. He leads the National League at OPS. He is tops on the Rockies in home runs and RBIs. He has been their best hitter since midseason last year. Hangs up left center. Who wants it? Gurriel can't make the catch. Doyle comes in. Rumfield holds it second, and it's 2-0 Colorado. All that ground out there, and Gurriel nearly got there. He might be a little bit shaken up.
Yeah, that's a high fastball and kind of beat him inside. It wasn't hit hard. It was up in the air, just kind of a little flare job out there. A lot of room to cover, and Gurriel coming in, giving everything he's got for it. He dives. Looks like it's in his glove momentarily, and then it pops out.
There's so much ground to cover out there, and that's the thing with Coors Field. It is in the glove candy, you're right.
Just couldn't secure it.
It's not necessarily the home runs, although that's part of it. It's the ones that drop in front of the outfielders in this enormous outfield that turn blue pits into RBIs and doubles. Ezekiel Tovar, the shortstop. Tovar 203. The OPS has fallen dramatically, down well over 200 points from his big offensive season of 2 years ago.
This kid looked like he was really an up-and-coming star. He was going to be a superstar.
Well, they went all in, the Rockies, 2 years ago, gave him a 7-year extension, $63.5 million, and he has slumped ever since. 25th pitch of the getting on the way. Rumfield is at second, and Moniak at first. 0-2 on Tovar. Tovar had one of the Rockies' 4 hits off Merrill Kennelly last night. He double to right center in the 5th inning. So he might be coming around. He's hit in 3 straight, 5 of 6. Still just 1 out. This is starting to look like Kyle Freeland's first inning from last night. Remember, the Rockies starter had a 42 pitch first last night. Gave up 6 runs. Wind is really whipping down there, and he gets another swing and miss with that fastball. Tovar strikes out, and there's 2 outs in the first.
Another fastball up high in the zone. That seems to be his choice right now. Keep that ball up over the zone when he's ahead in the count.
Trying to limit the damage and reset the compass. Just get back in the dugout as the wind keeps picking up here. The rookie Sterling Thompson, who grounded out as a pinch hitter last night in his very first major league at bat, and now today makes his first career start. He's the right fielder batting 7th. Just called up yesterday when Tyler Freeman went on the paternity list. Up from AAA Albuquerque. He was hitting .344 down there, with more walks than strikeouts, and had an on-base percentage of .491.
He is purely an offensive player. Still a little behind defensively, but he can swing the bat.
491 OBP. Boy, that fastball up is the pitch du jour. They're chasing it, and he's getting a lot of swing and miss.
Well, I think with him watching Merrill last night, he saw the Rockies and how aggressive they were.
Another fastball. He's going to stick with that four-seam, Candy. And he's got him set up for the change if he wants it.
Also, if he goes up a little higher, or else go down and almost in the dirt, give him a chance to swing at it.
Pitch number 30 in the first inning on the way. Sticking with a heater up and away at 91. Wind is blowing in strong from the left field foul pole across toward the right field foul pole. And it is really starting to gust. See Erod's jersey flapping in the wind. 2-2. Got him. Swing and a miss on the four-seamer. And Erod strands two, but it's a long first. Colorado, after one, takes a 2-0 lead. When we come back, Jody Jackson in the dugout. She'll chat with Gabrielle Moreno, live on D-backs TV.
Yourself.
Diamondbacks trail early, 2-0 from here at Coors Field. Gabrielle Moreno has the day off after catching the night game last night, and he's with Jody Jackson in the dugout right now. It's our Wells Fargo active Mike.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Steve. Gabby, talked about how great that complete game was last night. Merrill gave you a lot of credit on the field. How were you able to prepare him for that start and help him get through 9 innings?
The prepare was since we do the meeting with the pitching coach and other stuff. The prepare was like attack the hitter. I know they're aggressive, and like Merrill did his job. Like he executed every pitch, attack every hitter, and he get the job done.
It seemed like you guys were working together on the same page. Did he shake you off at all?
Yeah, a little bit. We was basically like trying to get on the same page every time. Like he always tell me like what pitch you want. Like I call it. Like that's what we basically we doing last night, and he did a very good job.
When did you think he had a chance to go the entire 9 innings?
In the 7th. Then I look at it, and then he had like 60, 70 pitch. Say, hey, he gave me 8. And then I saw like the 8 was like for 5 pitches. And then, okay, he gave me 9. So like that's what I recognized that.
How was that celebration in the clubhouse?
Really good, really good. Like so happy like to Merrill, he can complete the game yesterday and get the win for us. It's gonna like help you a lot. And the celebration was good. Like we're doing like our stuff, like good.
Now for you, you came up in a huge spot, helped get 6 runs on the board in that first inning. You came up with 2 outs, 3-2 count, and you drove home 2. How did it feel to be able to provide that support?
It felt really good, really good. I've been working a lot on my swing decision, approach, and swing my pitch, and that's what I did yesterday. Looking for like middle pitch and hit that knock to bring it 2 runs, so help the team.
All right, Gabby, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
We're going to dodge these raindrops here, guys. Back up to you.
Thank you, Jody and Gabby. Now the rain is supposed to be a light rain for whatever that's worth, but the wind is really coming in from left field right now. Vargas a ground out. Here's Gurriel.
It's one of the beauties of an outdoor stadium. When the environment really comes into play.
On a nice day, this ballpark is spectacular, but on days like this where you're never sure what it's going to do next, you got to sort of keep your head on a swivel.
Oh, it makes it tough on those pop-ups, those fly balls, with all this room especially.
Yeah, really howling out there. 1-1 on Gurriel. Curtis making his way back from that right knee ACL reconstruction last September. He's got RBIs in 3 consecutive games now. Last night, singled, walked, scored a run, knocked in a run. Made a terrific sliding catch after a long run in left field. Nearly made another today. That's a strike on the sinker, and it's 2-2.
Well, time to get this offense cooked up a little bit.
Well, they had, what, 3 line drives off of Sagano in the first.
Yeah, they hit the ball hard.
Hit into a double play. Give Erod a chance to kind of settle down now in that dugout. He's really looking for chase, Sagano.
Almost everything is down. You almost zone him down.
Really have to stay patient.
Yes.
Tomoyuki Sagano, 36 years old, his second season in the big leagues after an accomplished career in Japan. It's their 12 years for the Yomiuri Giants. Gurriel trying to split the gap out there. That gets to the wall. Thompson's got it, and Lourdes is in at second with a 1-out double.
Opposite gap hitting. Nicely done by Lourdes, taking the ball the other way. This is one of the few pitches that Sagano got up in the air, got elevated a little bit. And Lourdes did a nice job taking that outside pitch and going with it.
Good sign for Gurriel. The bat's starting to make more noise again. A chance for Jose Fernandez, who is the first baseman today. Vargas at second, Marte the DH. Jose started at DH last night, had an RBI double to right center in his first at bat. With his speed, anything in the gap has triple written all over it. He can really fly, Jose Fernandez.
Fun to watch him run. That right center field gap is huge here also. Same with left center.
Yeah, even when you play the outfield straight away, there's giant gaps. There's so much room out there. And there it is. Fernandez goes the other way. They're going to have to stop Lourdes at third as Thompson gets it back in quickly. Back-to-back one-out hits in the second.
2 right-handed hitters going with the pitch, both hitting the ball the other way. Nice job by Fernandez. And he takes another pitch on the outside edge and shoots at the right field.
James McCann gets the start behind the plate with Gabby having the day off after catching the night game last night. Diamondbacks did a great job last night getting the runs home. They were 7 for 13 with runners in scoring position. That's how you win a 9-1 ball game.
Yeah. Well, in this game, there's been 7 guys that have come up and they've hit 5 line drives. They're hitting the ball hard.
Sagano can give up some loud contact if he's not missing bats, and he doesn't miss a whole lot of bats. James has hit in each of his last 2 starts. And 3 of his last 5, he's not getting a lot of playing time these days with Gabby back from that injury. Down 2-0. Gurriel at third. Fernandez at first. It's one thing to pitch in Japan. It's another thing if you're pitching for the national team, the Yomiuri Giants. Sagano was a 3-time Central League MVP in Japan. He twice won the Sawamura Award, which is their Cy Young. He had a remarkable career over there. And was a durable innings eater as well. 1-1 on McCann.
Good eye. Like you said, you got to really be patient with this guy. I mean, he's only averaging 2.5 walks per 9, but he likes to get you to chase.
He was not without success with the Orioles last year after coming over from Japan. He went 10-10 and led the Baltimore staff, in fact, made 30 starts, just under 160 innings. McCann will not chase, staying patient. Nibble, nibble, nibble. It's 3-1. Candy, we have some blue sky overhead now.
I know.
If you don't like the weather, just give it a minute. You never know. Ryan Walshman on deck, the rookie. 3 balls and a strike on James McCann. Fernandez wants to go. There he goes. Pitches a strike. Here comes Gurriel. Here, safe. Well executed by the Diamondbacks. As soon as they threw through, Gurriel took off.
But you just love the double steal. Great job. Fernandez takes off. The throw comes down immediately. You never check the runner at third base, and Gurriel noticed that and had a good secondary. And as soon as that ball left the hand of Goodman, he was off.
That's a steal of home for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And now a base hit by McCann with a full count can tie the ball game. Now the 3-2. McCann slams it to center. Doyle backing up, way up. He backpedals all the way to the warning track to run that down. Two-time Gold Glover out there. And Fernandez is in at third.
Another line drive. That one was really hit hard.
108 miles an hour off the bat of James McCann.
A bolt.
They are squaring this guy up. Well, it's up to Waldy now to get that tying run home. Ryan Waldschmidt, the rookie, batting ninth. 7 games into his career, he's got 6 hits and 5 RBIs. 20th pitch of this inning from Sagano on the way. Ryan has hit in 3 straight games, had a 2-run single, and picked up his first career stolen base in last night's game.
So he's just got kind of a knack for driving some runs in early in this career. Big cut. A good pitch to hit too, a sweeper. A lot of the plate.
Interesting matchup for Waldy, who's got such great plate discipline, strike zone organization against a guy like Sagana, who kind of nibbles around the edges. Fernandez at third base with 2 outs, 1 run home. That's chopped. Foul at third. Foul, they wave it off. Ryan Blakeney down there. Made the call immediately. So break for Waldy there.
Back in the box, another chance. Just a high chopper, and you never know. Just goes foul. Hit right on the line.
Candy, I'm no weatherman, Lord knows, and the governor's not here on the phone, so we can't do a weather. But the strong winds blowing in from left are blowing the clouds away, I'm happy to say. And there's a whole big patch of blue sky off to our left, so
blow that blue over.
Hopefully the baseball gods are going to give us a break here. Still 0-2 on Ryan Waldschmidt.
Blue skies.
Won't chase that slider, blocked by Goodman. With Fernandez's speed, it won't take much to get the ball behind Goodman, get Fernandez home. If Sagano spikes one up there.
Important to get that good secondary lead, just in case that does happen.
Again, Waldy lays off, takes that splitter. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 25th pitch of the inning from Sagano coming up. Marte would be next. Caught looking at the split, which landed that time for a strike, and they strand Fernandez at third. But the double steal gets a run home. They trail it 2-1. Well, a double steal by the Diamondbacks. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. a steal of home. And that's the only run so far. They trail the Rockies 2-1. Eduardo Rodriguez back out there for the bottom of the second. First a look at American Family Insurance Home Protection. How about this? 177 starts before he got that first complete game. That was a thrill last night.
Look at the company he's in, too. I'm a little shocked Scherzer had 178 before he completed a game.
Yeah, you're right about that. Not surprised about Blake Snell. The Rays used to take him out in the 6th inning every start for years and years. Kyle Caros, the third baseman, leads off the second under mostly blue skies now in Colorado. And Erod trying to shake off a 31-pitch first. And right away, it's 2-0.
Pretty good pitch.
Caros, 221 and a homer. He singled at his first at bat last night. One of only 4 hits for Colorado against Merrill Kelly. We would talk to Merrill, but he's not here. In fact, Merrill and some of the other pitchers who are going to start in the next series against the Giants have already gone back home to get them out of this elevation, which is a smart move. Diamondbacks did the same thing in Mexico City. You don't want guys who are about to pitch having to spend more time here than necessary. Here's the challenge.
Pitch was called a strike. The batter challenging.
James Jean, the plate umpire. T-Mobile gives us a look at the ABS challenge.
Pitch
Did
was a strike.
catch the zone.
Colorado has 1 challenge remaining.
So each team has lost a challenge early in the ball game.
Batters aren't faring well so far.
It doesn't do you any good to use a challenge in this situation. Base is empty early in the game. Makes no sense. Punches that one foul up the line. Always want to wait for those challenges when it's a high leverage situation, when you can swing a count with men on base.
That's the key.
In a big spot, not 2-1 to lead off the second inning.
Nobody on base.
Yeah. A smash that's by a diving Arenado, and Karros rifles one into the left field corner.
Well, he jumped all over that too. Fastball and 102 miles an hour off the bat. And Arenado can get almost any ball hit in his vicinity. Couldn't get that one.
Candy, that's base hits, and loud base hits by 5 of the first 8 Colorado batters against Eduardo Rodriguez.
A lot of hard hit balls in this game, both teams.
Yeah. Former Diamondback Jake McCarthy bats 9th. He's in there against the left-hander. Jake 0 for 3 against Merrill last night. Karros at second, a leadoff double. Jake 277. He's homered twice his first year in Colorado.
It always seemed like he handled lefties pretty well when he was with the D-backs.
Yeah, there was that one year he did particularly well. Corners coming in. McCarthy offers it the curveball. That was a big pitch for Erod a couple of starts ago. You never know how that pitch is going to fare at this elevation, right?
Yeah, that's the key. You don't throw as many curveballs here. Still got to let them know that you have it.
Fernandez in on the grass at first. McCarthy punches it the other way. And we'll wave Karros. Gurriel on it. Jake flying into second, and they got him. Aggressive base running by McCarthy. Nice job by Lourdes to get on that one and get it back in there. But the Rockies take a 3-1 lead.
Everybody knows that McCarthy's going to try to stretch that single into a double, D-back style. And sure enough, a nice job by Gurriel getting to this ball quick, knowing that he's probably going to try to push this, and makes a great throw right on the money after a pop-up slide.
That's a heck of a play by Gurriel. That is really, really impressive.
That was outstanding.
Big swing and a miss by Willie Castro, the leadoff hitter. So Gurriel is stolen home for a run, and he's just thrown out McCarthy at second base on a terrific play in left center. Castro singled and scored to lead off the game for Colorado. 7-4 on the putout. There's another hard hit ball against Erod as Castro sends it into left. That one 97 off the bat.
Yeah, that was a curveball, and bottom of the zone, but not a whole lot of bite to it. And he stung that ball again right by Arenado.
Candy, the Rockies have sent 10 batters up to the plate. 7 of them have base hits, and these have not been cheapies.
No.
Well, we know one thing, the bullpen is well rested.
Yeah, thanks to Merrill.
Brenton Doyle doubled into the left field corner and scored his first time, the center fielder. Doyle has had a tough time even buying a hit lately. He's hitting a .129 in his last 14 games, but he smoked one his first time up today.
He hit a cutter his first time. That last pitch was a cutter also. Came out of his shoes swinging at it.
This is a premier defensive center fielder, 2 Gold Glove awards. But the bat has never shown any real consistency. Doyle 2 years ago had a nice year at the plate. 23 homers, drove in more than 70 runs, stole 30 bases. Fangraphs had him at a 3.6 WAR last year, but that dropped to 0.5 last year after the good year 2 years ago, I should say. Doyle fouls that one away. All the dark clouds have moved on now. It is mostly blue sky overhead. So hopefully we caught a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very different sky than it was about 20 minutes ago.
Sun's out.
Yeah, beautiful. Crazy weather here. 1-2 on the Rockies center fielder. Well, he's getting a ton of chase up with that fastball, Candy. That's 4 strikeouts for Erod.
Yep. Another high one. Gets it right by him.
Big day coming up, fans, a week from today, Saturday, May 23rd. One of our biggest giveaways of the season, so get your tickets now. They're going fast. First 25,000 fans to our game against these Rockies get the Serpientes replica jersey. That's courtesy of Talking Stick Resort. One of the big giveaways of the year coming up a week from today. Rockies in town, dbacks.com for your tickets. The Serpientes replica jersey. That's always a hot item. What I like about our replica jersey giveaways, they're not cheapies.
They're really nice.
Solid. It's not something you're going to get out of a gumball machine or anything like that.
No, you're going to discard. These are wearable.
RBI single in the first. Seems like, Candy, Erod's had that elevated fastball, but not a whole lot else.
I think he's still trying to figure out how to get these guys out. You know, really haven't seen him get to too many pitch sequences yet.
I'm not sure what they called.
I think they called a balk. Erod's not quite sure.
Torey Lovello. James Jean just hung his hands up and signaled touchdown, which, as far as I know, is not in the rule book. In any
not
case,
in this sport.
Willie Castro's at second base. I'm going to guess balk. Yep, balk is the official call. So balk puts Castro at second. It's kind of a subdued mechanic on the part of the umpiring crew there. Ground ball to Vargas at second. As Rumfield grounds out, Rockies get one more. We go to the third, trailing 3-1 at Colorado.
.com/let's talk.
Well, the Rockies with the offensive edge so far. 7 hits through their first 10 batters against Eduardo Rodriguez, who is battling, but is trailing 3-1 as Ketel Marte is set to lead off the third. Ketel singled his first time up after going hitless last night. In there against the veteran right-hander from Japan, Tomoyuki Sagano, 36 years old. His first season with the Rockies, pitched in Baltimore last year after coming over from the Yomiuri Giants. Candy, one of these days, and it might be today or tomorrow, Marte's going to hit one here about 600 feet.
He's going to hurt somebody in the second deck.
I mean, he's going to break the building the way he's been scorching the baseball.
I mean, all those line drives that have been caught, pretty soon they're all going to start falling in.
Punches that the other way from McCarthy, backing up. It's in the wind there. Boy, Jake kind of took a banana route to that ball. It started back, then the wind blew it back toward the infield. And he was finally able to track it down.
You know, this ball was hit up in the air. You can see McCarthy thought he had it, had a backtrack, surround it, then come in to catch it. You know that wind is playing some tricks up there.
That, I would guess, is pretty much the trickiest ball any defender's going to get right now, with that wind blowing in directly from behind Jake. Corbin Carroll lined into a double play his first time. There's a strike with a fastball at 91. Corbin's bat ever since the Pirates series at Chase Field last week has really started coming around. He singled twice, scored twice last night. Swings through a sinker, it's 0-2.
Big cut. He had a good pitch to hit too, just missed that one.
Corbin's hit in 4 straight games, 7 of his last 8. But down, no balls and 2 strikes. That fastball, I think, got caught in the wind.
Goodman wanted that ball up, and very rarely is Sagano been throwing the ball up in the zone.
He doesn't have the stuff to get away with that up there.
No, that was just a show me.
Yeah. It's yours.
I'm dodging.
Corbin's recent hit streak, it seems, comes with some increased selectivity and patience up there. We saw him walk 6 times in 3 games in Texas. He has scored runs in all 4 games on this trip so far, and the walks have been a big part of that. And he won't chase that one up there. It's 2-2. He has played 19 career games at Coors Field, Corbin Carroll. He's got a 13-game hitting streak that's active in this ballpark. He's homered here 5 times. Sweeper, and he will challenge. He better be right.
Now this one looked way off the plate away.
Corbin is almost always right about these, but if they lose this, they lose all their challenges. And they lose all their challenges. He won the challenge, correction.
I thought the ball was even farther off the plate than that.
Yeah, just about an inch. All right, good challenge, and it's full 3-2. Fourth full count for Sagano today. And there's the patience we talked about. He got a little swing happy early, laid off the high stuff, won the challenge, and worked a walk. First walk issued by Sagano brings up Geraldo Perdomo.
Well, let's see if he'll be running again. Might as well. The legs he's got.
They were aggressive last night. They've already had a double steal today.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be one of those days. Run.
Including a steal of home by Gurriel. Corbin holds for the moment. Perdomo gets the bunt down, but it rolls foul. A reminder, this is Armed Forces Day all over Major League Baseball. Green caps are in place for both clubs, and during America's 250th year, baseball salutes our service men and women and their families to help serve those who serve us. Visit MLBtogether.com. Been wearing the green caps throughout this weekend. Wear them again tomorrow, we're told.
Looks like Pete Vukovich.
You want to know. I think he bought you that shirt back during your rookie year with the Brewers.
Right.
Pete Vukovich or Clu Hayward.
Yeah, right. Same guy. Look at that mustache.
The All-American boy down there. 0-1 on Perdomo. Well, Candy, it's Corbin starting to come around. He's had a good last week or 10 days. Marte's hitting everything 100+ miles an hour. But you're still kind of waiting for Jerry to figure it out. Not sure where he is right now. There goes Corbin. Goodman throw. The pitch was low, and he fired an absolute dart down there. What a play by Hunter Goodman. The pitch was in the dirt. He scooped it up and made a perfect strike down to second.
Yeah, big throw. Corbin didn't get a good jump this time. You watch his jump at first, a little bit late, and Goodman came up, and again, just another tough throw right there.
Boy, look at that, right on the hip. That was impressive. First time this season Corbin Carroll has been thrown out attempting to steal a base. 1-1 on Jerry now. Corbin had been 6 for 6. He swiped a bag at third last night. Remember, they got that challenge overturned on the out call at third. Led to a big inning.
That's a nice take on a breaking ball. Perdomo, that first at bat, he hit a solid line drive.
Yeah, right up the middle.
Backed that one up with another one here.
Arenado would be next. Nolan flied out his first time. And Perdomo takes a walk. Back-to-back walks for Sugano.
Hey fans, if the D-backs hit a home run, you score a free Jumbo Jack at Jack in the Box, and that's with the purchase of a large drink. And we'll see if Nolan can accommodate everybody for that.
Well, Sugano has just issued back-to-back bases on balls, and now he's facing a guy who walked 4 times last night in Arenado. A career high for Nolan. And Perdomo had him timed up all the way, and Arenado fouls it off. Jerry was halfway to second before that pitch was even thrown.
Well, same thing as he did earlier in the game and back in the first inning when he stole second base. He had that big walking lead.
Yeah, I didn't think he knew where the ball was. They just had to tell him, yeah, you got to go back. It's foul.
Yeah, it was straight steal all the way. His eyes, they were focused right on that second base bag.
Well, you know what? Mack has got Sugano down cold then. Remember, Jerry down there last time, they threw over twice. And Sugano used up his disengagements. Perdomo holds. Arenado, another foul over there at third. It's 0-2. There's a disengagement for Sugano. That's one. Arenado won't chase up there.
You could tell he's looking down. That fastball was up. It wasn't that far up where he thought about swinging and laid off of it. But I think him, just like everybody else, are looking for the ball middle down.
Makes sense. Especially when you're behind in the count with 2 strikes. That got him. No signal from the umpire, and now we get it from James Jean. Arenado hit by a pitch. Rockies dugout is barking.
Yeah, I think James Dean was late with this, but could kind of hear it, and Arenado knew it right away. And he's trying to tell the umpire, show the umpire.
Yeah, it didn't make a sound. Usually, even from up here, you can hear something.
Oh, we'll take it.
Absolutely. Hopefully Nolan's okay. Don't want to slow him down the way he's going.
Yeah.
Another hard hitter up there. Vargas. Perdomo at second. Arenado at first with 2 outs.
Big moment for Vargas. Big night last night.
Singled. His second 4-hit game this month. Vargas has had 3 consecutive 2 RBI games. 4 hits last night. Sugano up now over 60 pitches. Popped up. Caro's calling for it. And Sugano gets the pop-up strands too. We're in Colorado, trailing 3-1.
Best $10.99 you can eat.
Flashing back, Nolan Arenado, some special moments in this ballpark, but none better. Well, here is actually a catch. We'll talk defense first. This is at then AT&T Park, the Tart catch. Nolan, we've seen a few of those, sacrificing the body. This one, though, probably his most special day here. Walk-off. Rockies win it. Bud Black going nuts. The celebration. Charlie Blackmon's helmet catches him in the eye. There was some bloodshed on Father's Day here. And, you know, when talking to Nolan about that moment, he said it was quite a day. And he was reminiscing about those teams. And we all know, guys, we watched them very closely. Charlie Blackmon, Carlos Gonzalez. He talked about all the talent. But that, he said, was a very special moment here in a Rockies uniform.
That's a famous photograph of Nolan with the blood streaming down his head, screaming. Hunter Goodman starts off the third against Eduardo Rodriguez. Erod has struggled, 48 pitches through 2. So far, he's given up 3 runs on 7 hits. He's been getting a lot of chase up high with that 4-seam fastball. No walks, 4 strikeouts. More swing and miss, that time with a changeup. Against Goodman, who struck out his first time.
We're just kind of waiting for him to lock in. I don't have the feeling that he's locked in with his stuff yet.
No doubt, yeah.
Just when he locks in, you see the sequencing becomes really good. Throw it hard, get it soft, but he hasn't been able to do that.
Goodman pokes that into center. That was the fastball from Erod. It's a leadoff single. Now 8 hits for Colorado as we check in with the comedy team of Lovello and Hovick and Santan Ford.
Man, it must take a lot of juice to run that thing.
Yeah, you got that right. It sure does.
Well, who pays for it when my logo's up there?
Yeah, you do.
You know, maybe let's turn that thing off till the fans get here.
Well, we'll be back, Tim, on Monday to host the Giants. 2 more games to go here in Colorado today and tomorrow. Mickey Moniak, the hitter, that's fouled away. Moniak had an RBI single in that Colorado 2-run first. They tacked on 1 more in the second.
Erod could use an easy inning here. Maybe get a ground ball double play here.
Yeah. Moniak's not done much against left-hand pitching this year. .160 against lefties. 2 of his 12 home runs. Been feasting on right-hand pitching, but you can see the difference there. Nearly .340 against right-handers.
That's a big difference.
Left on left, a different story.
Especially the home runs.
And this is the guy that leads the National League at OPS. Mickey Moniak having an all-star season. Had a 9th inning double off Merrill last night. That's when he thought, uh-oh, maybe he might not be able to finish this one. But came through big time, got the next 2 outs. There's that high fastball, Candy. That has been Erod's biggest weapon beyond anything else today.
I think that's the one pitch he's feeling most comfortable with right now. High fastball, McCann. Look at that high glove. He knows it. He nails it, too.
This is out of the Ryan Nelson playbook.
Yeah, that was only 91 miles an hour, but beat him big time upstairs.
Shortstop Ezekiel Tovar, a strikeout victim in the first. Boy, that is crushed. Whoa.
108.
That's still echoing around here.
But that was more loud than anything.
Yeah. That's the sound you like to hear if you're the offensive player. Wind has let up a little bit. It's still blowing in from left field pretty good, but not nearly gusting like it was before. Bunt attempt fouled off, and it's 0-2 on Tovar. Here we are, Mile High, 5,200 feet.
It was only snowing here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the Mets, last week the Mets had a game snowed out here before they came to Phoenix. Might snow later today, you never know. Goodman on the move, another foul ball by Tovar, the 0-2 fastball.
Really wasn't expecting Goodman to try to steal it all, but he had a gigantic jump. Staying with the hard stuff.
So interesting where you have to position the outfielders in these 2.66 acres out there. Lourdes is nearly on the warning track in left field. Waldschmidt's kind of roaming around out there, shaded over toward the bullpen. Corbin pretty much straight away and right. 10 straight strikes for Erod. Another 0-2. And we'll keep going, making 11 straight strikes.
I think also with the big gap, especially out in left center field, your left fielder really has to play deep to take an angle to that gap.
Yeah, that's true. And we saw Lourdes do that earlier in the game when he threw out McCarthy at second.
The only problem with that is you become a little susceptible to the little flare out the left field, and we saw that happen.
It's all the big acreage in front of the outfielders that more often than not causes the trouble in this ballpark. 415 to straightaway center. 347 down the line in left, 350 in right. It is a very deep left center field here. 390, and that's where this one is headed. Tovar slams it into the gap. Goodman into third. He'll stop there. It's a long single for Ezekiel Tovar. He's now hit in 4 straight games and 6 of 7. He's starting to come around for Colorado.
Yeah, nice play also by Waldschmidt on this. As this ball's hit towards left center field, location of the pitch inside, he clears up, drills it out that way. But instead of trying to throw to third base, look where Perdomo set up. And he's immediately pointing to throw to second base. And that's a guy that nails second base. That keeps the double play in order. I mean, that's good defense all around by not only Perdomo, but also Waldschmidt.
Tovar hit one into the gap at 98. Sure looked like a double, but they keep him at first base for the rookie, Sterling Thompson, who struck out to win the first. His first major league start today, the right fielder. Thompson came in late as a pinch hitter last night, grounded out on the first pitch he saw in the major leagues.
Like you said, you recited his numbers. He's got a lot of pop in that bat.
36 games at Albuquerque this year and a .491 on base.
It's Barry Bonds material right there.
Impressive. This is rolled to second. One, and they roll it. There's the double play ball that Erod's been looking for 3 innings now, and this one ends the third. And a 0 goes up on the board for Colorado. Vargas got it started. Perdomo turned it. We go to the fourth, trailing 3-1.
Common sense.
That's simple human sense.
Rocky Mountain High, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. set to lead off the fourth for the Diamondbacks as Bet365 gives us a look around the league. Cam Schlittler from Northeastern in Walpole, Massachusetts, lowered his ERA to 1.35. Yikes, as the Yankees beat the Mets in the Subway Series. Kyle Schwarber's hitting 2 home runs a game, and Yastrzemski beats the Red Sox. Wait, what? That's right, the grandson, a walk-off double in the 10th as the Braves beat Boston. Jeez.
I wonder if they cheered him for that.
That's a great question. What do you do? Conflict of interest there. Gurriel, who doubled and stole home in the second on a perfectly executed double steal, leads off the fourth. Sugano now at 62 pitches. Certainly hasn't been overpowering, but he's been effective. 1 run, 4 hits so far. He has walked 2 batters and hit 1. That's just 1 strikeout. And this is pretty much a typical Sugano outing as Karros throws him out. Quickly 1 down in the 4th inning. You can buy a Snakes hat special event ticket pack. Get a ticket to the game May 19th against the Giants, and this D-backs rope hat for all your golfing buddies. Get Garagiola one of these, will you?
2 of them.
Driving us crazy with the golf. Snakes hat special event ticket pack. May 19th, Giants will be in town. dbacks.com/4. Jose Fernandez. If you listen to Chris talk about his golf game, he's moments away from a PGA Tour card, but consistently shoots in the low hundreds.
He was humbled on our day off.
That was Thursday. Coley went too, right? You had a whole group went out to the golf course.
Coley was the winner.
There's Chris Garagiola again telling Coley how well he golfed, even though the score was triple digits. Leo Gilmartin is clearly in the background, hurt enough.
He's tuned everybody out.
D-backs radio just to our left here at Coors. 0-2 on Jose Fernandez. It was a nice day for it, though. You guys were out on a nice day.
It's beautiful. Beautiful course.
What'd you shoot, like 4 under?
No. I ran out of gas about 12 holes.
That was hot.
Said, give me the Uber.
Got in late the night before from Texas. Military Appreciation Day. All the ball players across major leagues wearing the green caps, honoring our servicemen and women today. Wearing all weekend long, in fact. Rockies had a lovely ceremony before the game today, honoring servicemen and women.
It's always a great day at the ballpark when that happens.
When they bring out the big flag, that's the cool one. That takes up like the whole outfield, even here. Rockies did a wonderful job with that. Fernandez singled his first time up. Jose getting the start at first base today. With Marte at the DH and Vargas at second. Carlos Santana not expected back anytime soon. He was close and rehabbing with Reno before he aggravated the adductor injury. So Santana won't be back for a while. So it looks like we'll keep the duo of Vargas and Fernandez at first base. It's worked out pretty well so far. Nice take there. And Jose has worked the count full 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Continually just living on the edges. And it's worked out for him so far. A lot of hard hit balls. He's actually been very, very fortunate.
Yeah,
he's given up 1 run.
Lived a little dangerously, but he's gotten away with it. And there's a base hit for Jose. Fernandez 2 for 2. It's into left, a 1-out single. Aboard for James McCann.
Boy, Fernandez swinging the bat well. Limited opportunities he's getting now, but nicely done once again. Just covers it. Base hit. Flicker from the side. Powerful.
Head down. McCann hit a line drive rocket to center for an out that backed Doyle up all the way to the warning track. His first time. James gets the start behind the plate today. Starting to go to that sinker a little bit more.
He just drilled one his first at bat.
Sure did. It was on a rope out there. Nice to check on Fernandez. I think teams, when you tell other clubs and personnel from other teams about Fernandez's speed, they look at you like, really? I think word's starting to get around about his foot speed. Because if you go by feet per second, he's a biscuit behind Corbin Carroll. He's that fast. There's the strike. It's 0-2.
And a lot of it, too, is just being able to read the pitcher, time the move. I mean, there's so much more into being a good base runner, base stealer.
Yeah, he's 3 for 4 in terms of the base stealing department, but you're right, it's a very different thing than base running. Strictly graded by Dave McKay at first. Trying the 4-seamer, McCann won't bite. It's 1-2. Dave McKay keeps a base running chart. It's on the wall in the clubhouse, and it is infinitely fascinating. He can grade you on about 19 different categories of base running you didn't even know existed. It's amazing. McCann on the ground. Castro at second. Tovar, pretty turn. Ezekiel Tovar, smooth as silk over there. And the Rockies get the double play. Diamondbacks baseball from Colorado is presented by Progressive. Well, Tom Andiotti, you talked about the difficulties in this ballpark for the left fielder trying to cover left center. Lourdes Gurriel with a terrific play to get McCarthy at second base. It's our Heffernan defensive play of the game.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play. I love the pop-up slide. And then the straight over-the-top throw right on the money. One hop and got him out. Wow.
That was Jake McCarthy who had an RBI single in the second, trying to stretch it into a double, but Gurriel dumped it down at second. And here we are in the bottom of the fourth now with 3-1 Colorado lead. Eduardo Rodriguez has had an effective 4-seam fastball up in the zone. He's punched out 5, but Colorado has 9 hits. And Kyle Karros, who doubled and scored to lead off the second, starts us off in the fourth. Based on the pitch count, neither Sugano or Rodriguez will be throwing a complete game today. Both guys have thrown a lot of pitches.
I think right now Erod just trying to go for that quality start. If he can get through 6 innings, that'd be huge.
He's already given up the 3 runs. Rockies with 2 in the first, 1 in the second. You got RBI singles from Rumfield and Moniak in that first inning. And then McCarthy drove in a run in the second on that single that he tried to stretch into a double. Diamondbacks scored their run in the top of the second on a double steal. Gurriel stole home from third. They've been out hit 9-5. There's Jake McCarthy on deck. And it's Willie Castro. 3-1 on Kyle Karros.
A lot of pitches for Erod today.
A lot of them.
Yeah. You don't know if it's the after effect of trying to get that complete game last Sunday or if it's a Coors Field thing. The velo's pretty much been there. 92, we've seen a couple of 93s. That's usually where he lives. Carved out to right, Corbin Carroll is there. And we talked, Tom Candiotti, about that effective four-seamer from Erod today. Up in the zone, this looks like a Ryan Nelson StatCast from Google Cloud.
It does. You know, but he's been effective up there. And those high fastballs are going to be huge. Look at the four-seamers, very up the very top, punch-outs up there. One of them down. A couple curveballs down and into the righties. That's where he's got the strikeouts.
All those strikeouts with the fastball up higher than high. McCarthy shows bunt, pulls back. That gets Arenado in. He takes a strike. It was great to see Jake yesterday during batting practice. Got to check in for a few minutes. He's really played well here. Sends this to center. Ryan Waldschmidt makes the sliding grab. Boy, Waldy has been terrific out there.
Oh, another great jump. You know, we highlighted jumps that he's been getting and the angles that he's been taking. Watch, immediately he is off. Look at this angle, straight at it. And a pop-up slide. I mean, he's just reading balls so well right now. Great play.
Torrey in his office this morning told us there was a small concern about putting Waldy just a handful of games into his big league career in this big center field in this ballpark. But they did know that there is a similarity here with Reno. Reno is almost the same dimensions here, and he's been playing center field there all year. And they felt that based on the jumps they've seen in the routes that he could handle it, and they were right. This one will roll foul as Erod tells Arenado to hold up. But they do believe that that familiarity with the Reno outfield has helped Waldy out here at Coors.
Yeah. And the elevation also in Reno, it's up where the ball carries, just like here. He's done a great job. I mean, fantastic job.
Been very, very steady.
Greater than great.
Well, certainly unfazed by his surroundings. And it's been impressive to watch. This kid seems very, very grounded. Castro up there now, 0-2. He has singled twice and scored a run as the leadoff hitter. And he's just going to take his time. That was like watching Lee Smith walk in for the bullpen.
Oh, painful.
Put a calendar on it. Let's take a look at Ryan Waldschmidt talking about the routes and the jumps. And he's been on all these balls in the outfield, in left and in center.
Starts at Chase Field, runs into the wall. And this time we're on the road, and a great diving catch. Keeps his glove above the ground. It's been remarkable.
Swing and a miss. There's another four-seam fastball. Erod gets strikeout number 6 and a 1-2-3 fourth. Diamondbacks in Denver, trail at 3-1.
Office isn't just your financial home run.
It's your home field advantage for life.
I think he can be elite. Yeah, I do. I think he wants it. He's a good enough athlete. And we saw that at spring training. I was saying that at spring training, that this guy's got a chance to be a really good player.
Well, that is the ultimate professor of outfield defense, Dave McKay. He's all in on Ryan Waldschmidt. Nearly everybody around Waldy is too. He'll lead off the 5th against Sugano, who's at 74 pitches and holds a 3-1 lead. There's Mac coaching at first, J.R. House at third.
Has Mac seen everything there is to see in baseball? Amazing how committed he still is.
Base running in the outfield coach.
Man.
An original Toronto Blue Jay, Dave McKay, started the very first game in the snow against the White Sox at Old Exhibition Stadium, native Canadian.
That was a tough place to play, Exhibition Stadium.
There's J.R. House down at third. Yeah, Beebe played a half season there. Home of the Toronto Argonauts, CFL team for a while. Argos just won the Grey Cup. Keep waiting for the big breakthrough inning against Sagano. He's been tap dancing around trouble. 1 run, 5 hits for the Diamondbacks. He's walked 2, hit a batter, had a double play turn behind him. And every time they've had a couple of runners on, he's managed to get out of trouble. The only run they scored came on a double steal. Waldy lines it, and Tovar snags it. That's another hang with him, 98 miles an hour off the bat of Ryan Waldschmidt.
Well, he hit hard. You know, we talked about Tovar and his elite range and his very quick first step. That's what it took there, and a leap, and he flags it.
And here's Cattell now, who has singled and flied out. Marte, the DH today, in the leadoff spot. There's always a plan with Marte in this ballpark because of the soft tissue injuries he's had at this elevation. So second base last night, DH today. Torrey says he'll probably give him the day off tomorrow. But that's the model they follow with Marte here at Coors.
One of those guys that you really have to take care of. He's so valuable to this lineup, you know, defensively, but mainly offensively. Even though his average is there at 212, this guy should be hitting about 280 right now.
Everything off the bat is enormous. There's another one. Doyle backing up, still backing up, all the way to the wall, and he won't get it. It bounces into the trees out there, and Marte is at second with a ground rule double. Colorado caught a break there. That stays in the yard. Marte might have gone all the way around.
Another shot, 105 miles an hour off the bat once again.
It's amazing.
This ball, Doyle got turned around. He thinks he knows where this ball's at, his home park, but maybe it was the wind that maybe pushed it or knocked it down or something. But he was not close to it, and that's a good defender out there.
Two-time Gold Glove winner out there in his home ballpark, Brenton Doyle. Marte with a one-out double, his second hit today ahead of Corbin Carroll. Corbin has lined out and walked. Corbin gets it in the air. This is headed toward the bullpen, and it is off the wall. Marte coming home. Corbin Carroll will stop at second. He's got the RBI double.
Ooh, and he got a good pitch to hit. He drills this ball harder than 105, up to 107 this time. Too bad it didn't have the elevation. That was out of here.
Jumped on the first one. And now the loud contact, which has pretty much been there all day, starting to pay off and convert into runs as Thompson plays it off the carom. Cattell scored easily. Corbin may have thought triple for a moment there, then decides to pull up. He's got Perdomo coming up behind him.
Tear that fence out in right field. Did he hit?
Perdomo. Center, Doyle able to get it.
Another hard hit ball, another line drive.
But that fence always wasn't here at Coors Field. They put that fence up there in the bullpen when Bridich was the GM here, trying to make the ballpark a little more pitcher friendly.
In 2016, they moved it from, it used to be 8 feet 9 inches, moved up to 16 feet 6 inches.
Yeah, it does come into play here. They're going to come out and have a look at Sugano now. Warren Schaefer, the Rockies manager, out to have a look. Not sure what they're seeing with Sugano. That might just be a mound visit. Hopefully he's okay.
4 line drives this inning.
Yeah, this is just a strategy session, and James Dean will go out to break this up as we check in with Andrew, the home buyer.
Catch the best deal for your house by calling me, Andrew, the home buyer.
Activity now in the Colorado bullpen as Nolan Arenado steps in. He has flat out and been hit by a pitch. Juan Mejia in the Rocky bullpen. Nolan smokes it down the line. Oh, he just barely hooked it. Man, he was on that one.
Oh, God, he just missed. I mean, D-backs offense are just screaming balls this inning. 106 just foul. Oh, Nolan knew it.
There's no way they should be losing this game 3-2 with the way they're hitting the ball.
Just pounding it.
He was sitting on a fastball and he got one, boy. Corbin dancing around back there at second. Goodman blocks that into dirt. Diamondbacks last night 7 for 13 with runners in scoring position. So far today, just 2 for 7. They've left 4. One after the slider, and it's 1-2.
All these guys, they're seeing the ball so well. It's just a matter if they get a good pitch in the zone to hit or not. Because Sagano knows, and he's trying to tap dance around the strike zone.
Well, if he's in the zone, he's going to get hit hard.
Yeah.
Asked Torey Lovello in his office this morning, what do you make of Arenado's 4 walks last night? Career high for Nolan. Walked 4 times in the game last night. And Torey said, it tells me he's locked in at the plate. He's just looking for a pitch to drive. And he got it on that first fastball. Just a little bit out in front. Poked it to first, scooped up nicely by Rumfield over there. And they strand Corbin Carroll, but back-to-back one-out doubles gets them a run. In the 5th, we trail it 3-2.
For unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply.
Desert Financial Credit Union has a look at the upcoming schedule. One more to go here in Colorado tomorrow. Michael Soroka gets the start against Michael Lorenz, and then we're back home finally for 3 against the Giants, and then we'll play the Rockies again, and then we'll play the Giants again. So go figure, 13 games in 13 days, all against just Colorado and San Francisco.
Hey, the way I look at it, good chance to make up some ground.
It is a difficult stretch that began last night. The Diamondbacks are playing 23 games in 24 days. That is a grind. Brenton Doyle fouls back the first pitch of the 5th. He rounded 75 pitches through 4. He's not walked a batter. He's got 6 strikeouts, but he's given up 3 runs on 9 hits. There's activity with Taylor Clark in the Sanderson Ford bullpen.
With all the hard hit balls in this game, really from both teams, it's really amazing it's a 3-2 game right now.
You're absolutely right, especially in this ballpark. That doesn't make any sense. Line drive after line drive. Punched it first. Fernandez went off the bag, takes it himself. Former Sod Poodle shortstop has it for the first out.
Take it nice and easy. Take some outs like that.
One away for TJ Rumfield, who's at first base today. He has an RBI single and a ground out, 1 for 2. Another guy that the Rockies have picked up off the scrap heap. They've done a nice job finding some hidden gems, as it were, with guys like Johnston and Rumfield. Certainly Mickey Moniak. There's a look at James McCann back there.
Trying to bunt and got him right inside the left foot that was kind of reached out a little bit. We'll feel that one for a while.
Three runs, 9 hits for Colorado, 2 runs, 7 hits for the Diamondbacks. A lot of loud contact, not a whole lot of runs. Up in the air, short left. Perdomo calling off Gurriel. Lourdes will call him off and just does make the underhand grab. Well, I tell you what, Candy, Lourdes in left field, and it's an enormous left field. Running pretty well on that rebuilt right knee.
Yeah, a couple times today he's had to do that. That one, he had to come a long ways. Perdomo called for the ball. and gave away to Gurriel, who called him off, and then Lourdes had to do the little, almost a basket catch.
Well, we've played a game and a half here so far, and Lourdes has had a number of times had to come sprinting in because he's playing so deep there in left field with his back right to the warning track. But the point is, he seems to be running on that knee very well. Hunter Goodman now has struck out and singled. Remember last September, tore the ACL in that right knee at Chase Field. It's been all winter rehabbing. And apparently, by all reports down there in Miami, absolutely crushed the rehab. Just killed it. And he came back way earlier than they thought he might. Always worry about Goodman, the best hitter in this lineup. Certainly was last year.
A lot of power.
The other one this year is on deck behind him, and Mickey Moniak. These two have been a very good combination for Colorado, batting back-to-back. Moniak usually up higher in the lineup, though, but now fifth against the left-hander today. Erod trying to get through 5. He's a strike away. Goodman has a lot of swing and miss. He struck out his first time up today.
Still has some velo. 93, popped it up there.
Yeah, that should answer all the questions about fatigue coming off the near complete game last Sunday.
Might not be real sharp, but I think a lot of that has to do with how to pitch at Coors Field.
Yeah, I think whatever we've seen today, he gets spoiled because Erod's been so good all year. It has more to do with Coors Field than the wear and tear factor, it seems like, from here anyway. 3-2 on Goodman, Moniak on deck. That stays fair. Nice high hop for Nolan. And Erod has now set down 7 straight, a 1-2-3 fifth, but he trails it 3-2. When we come back, Vargas, Gurriel, and Fernandez coming up.
D-backs are right there, but it is 3-2 Rockies, top of 6. Ildemaro Vargas leading off. And guys, I talked to Ildemaro today through our interpreter, Alex Artiza. And last night, 4 hits. He hit a changeup, a curveball. Then Zach Agnos came in, a cutter, 4-seamer that was way out of the zone. And then he reached on the fielder's choice on a slider, 4 for 5 on the night. He told me that with runners in scoring position, he feels like it's his duty to drive in those runs. He said, I'm in a position in this lineup right now where I have to help the team score runs. And you look up, he's got 30 RBIs. Guys, that's one more than Bryce Harper, the same amount of RBIs as Aaron Judge and Yordan Alvarez.
Wow. He has been among the best hitters in the major leagues. At one point, he was leading the major leagues in hitting. And we'll get a look at the new pitcher for the Rockies. The right-hander is out there. 25-year-old Juan Mejia takes over for Saganos. We start the 6th inning. 55 appearances for Colorado last season, 17 this year. Pitched for the Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic this spring. Juan Mejia. So Ildemaro 0 for 2 so far, gets first look as we start the 6th. Diamondbacks have been out hit 9-7. They're down 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, he is not going to tap dance around the strike zone.
Pitcher's called a ball, but catcher challenge.
All right, so Goodman will challenge, and he's very good at this. Hunter Goodman has an excellent percentage.
Remember, both teams have lost the challenge.
Wow.
Pitcher's a ball. Colorado has no challenges remaining.
The Rockies have used both their challenges only halfway through the game, and Goodman has got a very good track record of getting those right. Missed that one there. And so it's a 1-0 count on Vargas. Sweeper lands for a strike. Mejia did a pretty nice job as a rookie last year. 68 strikeouts in 61 innings for the Rockies. And an ERA under 4. He's also picked up a couple of saves this year working out of the Rocky bullpen. Big swing at the sweeper. It's 1-2.
Excellent breaking ball. A couple of them now that he's thrown to Vargas.
I wonder how teams think they should pitch to Vargas. He hits everything. As Jody just pointed out, This one bounces up the middle, but Castro gets to it. And there's one out in the 6th. Vargas 0 for 3. Lourdes Gurriel now. Lourdes doubled in the 2nd and then stole home on a double steal for a run in the 2nd inning. That was the Diamondbacks' first run. They got their 2nd in the 5th inning on back-to-back doubles by Marte and Carroll.
Still looking for that first home run. The Diamondbacks haven't hit a lot of home runs lately.
Yeah, they're about middle of the pack.
Usually you come in here to Coors Field and you walk away with about like 9 home runs.
That was the thing that Torrey said he loved most about the win last night, that they did all that offense, 9 runs, 13 hits, and did it all without a homer.
Yeah, they generated everything.
It shows there really is, he thinks, a 1-9 mentality now with this entire lineup. A really aggressive swing at that fastball, 96 from Mejia. It's 1-2.
Yeah, they tied him up. He was a little bit late, plus that ball was moving in and up on his hands.
So he had a chance to get his team back to 500 today. They trail it 3-2 in the 6th.
Oh my.
99, that was right in there.
Hey, look where the location of this ball is.
Get off me.
That might have hit his back elbow.
Get off me. Boy, Mejia's just letting it eat right now. Fastballs and sweepers. See if he can hit this.
Yeah, pretty much. If you can, go ahead. I would be surprised if he tries to come back inside with that fastball.
Just tried the sweeper away. Yep, tried the heater again. Hard sink at 96. In. This is the way teams have pitched Lourdes since he's been a Diamondback, trying to jam him in on the hands. Saw a lot of that last year. That's why he's got that hand guard on there. You see that on the top of his hand. He's used to this. Lourdes finds an opening, knocked down by Rumfield. Mejia does a nice job to cover over there and get to the bag for the 2nd out.
Nice play all the way around for the Rockies. Rumfield with a really nice backhanded stab in this ball and composed himself, then got up and made a backhanded flip over to his pitcher, who's immediately got over there.
Great job by Mejia. Some guys might think, all right, that's a base hit into right. I can just stand and watch, but nope, he was off and running.
That's his job. He got over there.
Sure did. Good day for Jose Fernandez, the first baseman today. He singled twice and stolen a base. Part of that double steal in the 2nd, on which they scored a run. Gurriel, as soon as Fernandez took off and they threw through, came flying in from 3rd. That's one of those plays you wish you'd see more of in the big leagues, the double steals.
They're fun. It's exciting.
They sure are. I mean, as soon as Goodman threw that ball, Lourdes took off. Sweeper upstairs for a strike.
When Fernandez is facing right-handed pitchers, he's going to get a lot of breaking stuff.
That's been the kryptonite so far. Right on right spin. And he had missed with a fastball away at 97. 3 balls and a strike. James McCann would be next. All the scoring in this game, most of it came in the first 2 innings. Rockies got 2 in the bottom of the 1st. Diamondbacks had 1 on the top of the 2nd. Rockies got another, bottom 2. D-backs got 1 back in the 5th. And We have a pitch comp situation, looks like. I think he wanted he gave it to James Jean and said, "Do you hear anything here?"
I mean, he leaned in just to listen to see if he can hear.
All right, at least we don't need a replacement. Full count on Fernandez. Might be playable for Thompson, the rookie out there in right, and he's got it in fair territory. And Mejia works a 1-2-3 6th inning. It's still 3-2 Colorado.
New official vehicle of Major League Baseball.
Well, left-hander Mickey Moniak sent to lead off the Colorado 6th inning. So Eduardo Rodriguez at 88 pitches back out there for the Diamondbacks. He's given them 3 runs, 9 hits, and 5. 6 strikeouts. He's not walked a batter. Diamondbacks 6-0 in his last 6 starts, but they trail this one 3-2. Eduardo was 3-0 in his 3 career starts here at Coors. And it might just be a one-batter situation left on left. We'll see how Torey Lovullo wants to play it. Taylor Clark has been warming up in the Diamondback bullpen.
You know, this is a game I think where Erod has given Torey everything he's got. It might not be his best stuff today, but he's given him everything of what he has.
You're spot on, Candy, and it's been a battle. He had a 31 pitch first when it looked like he didn't have much. Settled in with that 4-seam fastball, which has been a very effective pitch for him up above the belt. He's retired the last 7 batters he's faced. Now Moniak starts the 6th. And did miss the curveball there.
Really, without his best stuff, he's given Torey some length, and he's kept his team right in the ball game. He's given them a chance to win.
Very professional. Cutter's a strike. Well, the Rockies are out of ABS challenges now. They don't have any left.
Can't challenge that.
Nope. 90 pitches, 67 strikes. Way up high. Fernandez foul ground, first base side. Vargas is over there as well. Corbin will take it. Standing in fair territory, just inside the line. And they retire Moniak, and sure enough, here comes Torey Lovullo. Erod got the lefty, so he'll be done now after 5 1/3.
Well, it was, like we said, it was a workman's outing out there. Everything he had, he gave to Torey.
You know what? That's how you win games with guys like that.
That's right.
Keeps you in it. You've already gotten into the Rocky bullpen. So Erod leaves in the 6th, trailing 3-2. Taylor Clark on his way in. And we'll be back from Denver after this break.
Like cold beer.
Eduardo Rodriguez done the day after 5 1/3. Erod retired the final 8 Rockies batters he faced. You got Moniak, the lefty, to lead off the inning. Now it's Taylor Clark, 19 appearances for Taylor. He worked a scoreless 8th inning, holding a 1-0 lead in Monday's win at Texas, and has pitched extremely well all season, a 2.33 ERA. Ezekiel Tovar, who has struck out and singled, is the hitter.
Clark really has been so good for Torey and the Diamondbacks coming out of the pen.
Over his last 6 appearances, Taylor has worked scoreless baseball and given up only 2 hits. Looks like he's still got his Kansas City Royals glove on. Blue piping. Taylor 51 relief appearances for the Royals last year and had a terrific season. He was flat out dominant after the All-Star break. Taylor Clark for Kansas City last year, 28 appearances in the second half of the season, a 1.82 ERA. That caught the Diamondbacks' attention. They decided to bring him back.
He's been pitching earlier in the games like this. He's been pitching late in the games, the high leverage situations.
Perdomo's under this one at shortstop. Now it's a bright sunny day after we worried about a rain delay. 2 outs in the 6th. Now that'll bring up the rookie Sterling Thompson. We'll remind you can celebrate Mexican Heritage Night with the Diamondbacks on June 4th. It's presented by Coors Light. Purchase a special event ticket pack. You'll get a ticket to the game against the Dodgers and a Mexican-inspired D-backs jersey. dbacks.com/Mex. June 4th is the date. That's presented by Coors Light. Swing and a miss by Thompson, who has struck out and hit into a double play in his first career start in the major leagues. He's the right fielder. First round pick by the Rockies out of Florida back in the 2022 draft. 31st overall pick. Having a big year, AAA Albuquerque. Rockies put veteran utility man Tyler Freeman on the paternity list yesterday, so Thompson got the call up. Rounded out as a pinch hitter last night. Today makes his first career start.
You know, the reliability of Clark. Torrey can bring him in the middle of an inning, which is really big, knowing that he's going to come in, has a good chance of getting that first batter out. His first batter efficiency is outstanding.
Some guys need that clean inning, right? Not the dirty inning. Vargas has it at second. Fernandez got to hustle back to the bag. And another outstanding job by Taylor Clark. We go to the 7th inning in what's still a one-run game. It's 3-2 Colorado. And due up, James McCann, Ryan Waldschmidt, and then it's Ketel Marte.
On most Chevy models.
Well, there's a picture of the blue sky overhead. We started with the lights on and gray threatening clouds overhead, but you never know here in Denver. It turned into a nice day. Still windy, though. Steve Berthiaume, Tom Candiotti, Jody Jackson here. James McCann will lead off the 7th. Starting to get late here in a one-run game at Coors Field. McCann 0 for 2. James has hit in each of his last 2 starts, 3 of his last 5. Lined out hard to center his first time up, hit into a double play in the 4th.
Pretty nasty sweeper that time by Mejia. They really fooled James that time.
Mejia had 3 scoreless outings pitching for the Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic this spring. Second-year right-hander for Colorado. Lands the changeup, and it's 0-2.
Good stuff. The 3 pitches we've seen him throw, that changeup back there. Changeup's at 93. You know, his fastball's up there in the high 90s. The sweeper is really effective.
That one got by Mejia, but Castro is in the perfect spot. One field has it. There's one away as we check in with AZ 529.
Knock it out of the park when saving for your child's future educational needs. Open an AZ 529 education savings plan today at az529.gov.
Ryan Waldschmidt now. Waldy has struck out and lined out 0 for 2. Activity in the Diamondback bullpen. Jonathan Loaizaga starts to get loose. Jaden Hill for the Rockies. It's a bullpen game now. There's Loaizaga, who was up in the 9th inning last night. As Torey Lovello said, I wanted to use him, but Merrill Kelly talked me out of it. And there is Hill in the Colorado pen.
Bullpen arms. Diamondbacks bullpen has been really effective.
It's been one of the best in the league, certainly this month and for the majority of this season, which was the big concern going into the year.
And you got reinforcements on the way.
Yeah, AJ Puck continues to throw bullpens. Let's probably see AJ before the All-Star break, J-Mart shortly afterward. And somewhere in between, Corbin Burns.
There's some big names getting ready.
I mean, you think about adding some arms at or around the trade deadline.
My goodness.
Pretty good. Those guys have really worked hard on their rehab. We see them throwing their bullpens at Chase Field all the time. Of course, you got to get Corbin stretched out a lot longer than you have to AJ, starter versus reliever. So that impacts the timeline for the returns. Won't chase the sweeper out there. Waldy has run the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes with Marte on deck. And Waldschmidt is aboard. That's a 1-out walk. And here comes Marte, who has singled and doubled today, 2 for 3.
Nice job by Waldschmidt. Drawing a walk right there. Now you have speed on the bases. And in this ballpark, that is really critical. And Marte, here's a guy that can plug any gap.
And that is job 1 for the number 9 hitter, get on base. However you can, because you got some big boys coming up behind you.
And they're all swinging the bat well right now.
And Perdomo's had a good day too, a single and a walk. Corbin an RBI double. It's coming. Might be today, might be tomorrow. Marte's going to hit one 500 feet.
You're on record already. You're calling it.
Head came flying up on that changeup. It's 0-2. Trying to get him to offer that. Cattell checks nicely. He's the DH today. Likely will have the day off tomorrow. Torlavello tells us that's the model they follow with Marte here at the ballpark. This doesn't quite have 500 feet. Doyle's under it. And he's got it way over in left center for the second out.
Just a little bit off with his timing on that one.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do as a pitcher, right? Disrupt the timing?
A little bit. That's all it takes sometimes.
Corbin has lined into a double play, walked and hit an RBI double. He hit one off the wall in right center his last time up.
He's taking some good swings in this game.
He's hit in 5 straight games now, 8 of his last 9. Corbin now has an active 14-game hitting streak here at Coors. A .319 lifetime hitter in this ballpark coming into today. 5 homers. Waldy took off and then stopped. I think that's his first experience with a Dave McKay jump, when you take off and you think, wait a minute, this is going too well, something's wrong. I couldn't have gotten that good a jump. What?
The Dave McKay experience.
It's not used to getting this solid information all the time. Waldy stole his first base in the big leagues in the game here last night. Holds on the 2-1. Goodman having a look down there. Thought about a back pick. 3-1 on Corbin. Perdomo on deck behind him. If they try to build an inning here with 2 outs. Jerry is singled and walked.
He's just steadying the pitcher.
And there's a base on balls. Corbin aboard for the 3rd time today. Boy, he looks like a different hitter, Candy, the last 10 days or so.
He certainly does.
Warren Schaefer's going out there to get a reliever. It's going to be Hill to face Perdomo with 2 on and 2 out in a 1-run game. Jaden Hill is on his way in. We'll take a break from Colorado. Bright blue skies overhead here at Coors Field, lower downtown Denver. Steve Berthiaume, Tom Candiotti, Jody Jackson here. Middle of a 3-game set in Colorado. Diamondbacks trailing 3-2, but threatening with 2 on and 2 out in the 7th inning. And here's the second rounder by the Rockies out of LSU. Right-hander Jaden Hill in his 3rd season with Colorado, his 19th appearance of the year. Geraldo Perdomo, the hitter. Ryan Waldschmidt at second base. Corbin Carroll's at first.
A big moment in this game right now.
Was something in the gap here would do very nicely. And there's the strike with a slider.
You knew Perdomo was going to take a strike. His count will probably get to 2-2 or 3-2 before anything happens.
I'm not sure he's comfortable hitting when there's not 2 strikes. There is now, way out in front of that changeup, a good one from Hill.
Boy, that really fooled Jerry. Good arm action. He sees fastball way out in front. You got a battle now after that pitch.
That gets behind Goodman. Everybody moves up. Potential big break there for the Diamondbacks.
Another changeup just never got there. Spiked it in the dirt. Goodman couldn't block it. Now you got two guys in scoring position.
Base hit can give the Diamondbacks the lead. One more look. It gets behind Goodman. Wild pitch. Charged to Jaden Hill. 1-2 on Perdomo. Waldschmidt at third. Carroll at second. Jerry taps it fair at first. Hornfield's got it, and they cannot get the 2 walks home. Another opportunity goes by the boards, and it's still a 3-2 game.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Arizona Diamondbacks and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
7th inning stretch here at Coors Field in Denver. Rockies have hung on to this 3-2 lead for a while now. Diamondbacks have had their chances, have not been able to convert. Here's Jonathan Loaisiga. 18 appearances. He was very busy over the first month of this year, but has pitched only 3 times in May. As Kyle Karros, the third baseman, leads off the Rockies inning. Loaisiga has not worked since last Friday against the Mets at Chase Field, so it's been more than a week.
And Torrey strategically likes to put him against the bottom of the order. Try to steal an inning here.
Remember, Loaisiga was warming up in the 9th inning yesterday.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher challenges.
And McCann will challenge, only 1 remaining. And now no remaining.
Arizona has no challenges remaining.
Well, I've never seen catchers, Candy, miss so many challenges in one game. I mean, that was not close. So nobody's got any challenges left.
They're drained.
James Jean can take the night off from behind home plate. Sinker lands for a strike. Brandon Garcia warming up in the Diamondback bullpen. One is tapped to short. Perdomo got a hustle here. Short hop for Jerry. Low throw. And they still get him. A nice scoop by Fernandez on the other end at first base.
Boy, really good defense. Charging in, getting this ball over there quickly. And a nice scoop also. Look how fast he comes in. On the move. Glove throw. Scoop. Got him.
Karros at 6'5". Those big long strides made it close, but they just did get him. Nice play on both ends. Perdomo and Fernandez. McCarthy bats 9th. He's 1 for 2. Arenado creeping in from third a bit. Jake punches that foul left side.
Everything Jake has been trying to do in this game with his swings, been trying to hit the ball the other way. And that's been against Erod, so it might be a little different facing a lefty, but he's kind of content taking that ball to left field.
A lot of room out there. He's going to take it out to left again, and that's going to drop in front of Gurriel. Jake McCarthy, another hit. He's 2 for 3.
You see, just tried to inside out that ball and just dropped it that way.
Well, let's drop this from Tim Hovick and Santan Ford.
Hello, Arizona. Tim Hovick here.
What are you doing?
Just doing a little commercial.
During batting practice?
It'll just take a second. Santan Ford.
It's the deadpan look on Torrey's face that sells that one. Willie Castro, the leadoff hitter. Spins around, bats to the left side now. And there goes McCarthy. McCann with the throw. Jake is in there. Stolen base number 8 for Jake McCarthy. Rocky's been running a lot more this year than in years past.
No stranger to the D-backs. McCarthy with a base hit, got a tremendous jump And with that electric speed of his, that's an easy stolen base.
Jake, every time Jake McCarthy hits the ground, it hurts the ground. Chad Chiffin is the clubby on this trip, and we went out to talk to Jake, and the first thing that Chiff did was check Jake McCarthy's pants, because remember, Jake would always have these torn pants. And so the back of the leg and the knee are reinforced on his pants because he tears them so often.
Well, there you go.
And so Chiff said, I don't miss doing that. He used to have to fix Jake McCarthy's pants all the time.
5 patches on every knee.
Yeah, he's got extra padding in some of the spots. Because, I mean, you look down at McCarthy, you know, you could see torn pants hanging off him all the time.
Yeah, that's the ex-football player coming out.
And there it is. You can see sort of the extra padding they put in there. But he's tough on the close. Isaac looking for his second out of the inning. Castro was singled twice. He's 2 for 3 in the leadoff spot. Got to strand that runner, keep it a 1-run game. Castro has done this all day. Did this to Erod the first time up.
Yeah.
Fouling off a lot of pitches. This is Willie Castro, who's been around the block. He knows what he's doing.
He can handle the bat.
Got a 2-year, $12.8 million free agent deal from the Rockies this winter. 7 seasons in the big leagues. You can put him just about anywhere on the field defensively. 4 seasons in Detroit, they let him go. Minnesota picked him up. He was an all-star with the Twins only 2 years ago. Renton Doyle on deck, 2-2 on Willie Castro. McCarthy at second with 1 out. Play on, and he nearly threw it into center field. As Perdomo had to sky up to get that one.
They're trying to put a pickoff play on there. You saw McCarthy dancing around even the pitch before. Perdomo notices everything, so he puts the play on.
Oh, you know he's giving Jake an earful right now. Another foul ball by Castro. Castro last season was part of Minnesota's massive trade deadline salary dump. They traded half the club. He went to the Cubs for a couple of minor leaguers, hit the open market this winter, and the Rockies gave him a 2-year deal. This is headed out for short right. McCarthy may have lost track of the outs, and there's 3. It's a double play. McCarthy lost track of the outs and runs into the third out on the bases. A base running error by Jake McCarthy. He thought there were 2 outs. Now there's 3. To the 8th inning we go. Oops.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
We are back. The highlight of the second inning. Jose Fernandez at first. He takes off. Lourdes Gurriel sees that. And Lourdes takes off from third. It's a steal of home for Gurriel in the first Diamondback run. A double steal as our Chaz Roberts air conditioning and plumbing cool play of the game.
That might end up being a big play in this game.
As soon as he saw Goodman throw to second base, Lourdes took off from third.
Arenado 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. Starts off the 8th.
Jaden Hill back out there for the Rockies. Getting late here. They've been out hit 10-7. They trail it 3-2.
Get some traffic on the bases here.
Arenado was on the bases 5 times last night. Career high 4 walks, doubled in the 7th inning, scored 2 runs. Back in the cleanup spot today. Sinker at 98. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jaden Hill, the former LSU Tiger, 2nd rounder by the Rockies. That was back in the 2021 draft. Now in his 3rd year with Colorado. Nolan pokes it. It wants to get foul. Rumfield might have enough room though. And he's up into the netting, and that's a foul ball. Once it hit the netting, that's it.
Yeah, that ball just kept drifting. Nice effort by Rumfield.
Remember how the wind in the second inning, when it looked like it was going to downpour, was gusting in at about 100 miles an hour from left?
Yeah.
The flags in left field now are dead still.
Yeah, they're blowing straight down.
We've had nearly every weather condition you can have in this one. Rumfield, A for effort there, but Arenado still alive with a 1-2 count.
Nolan just fighting it off, trying to get a good look.
Nolan in his last 25 games has hit .346. OPS over that span over 1,000. Beat him with a fastball in 98, and there's one away in the 8th.
Went hard stuff on Nolan that time. Yeah, that's a tough fastball. Top of the zone is where Goodman wanted it. Didn't matter. He threw it right by him.
Ildemaro Vargas 0 for 3. Vargas 7 hits in his last 3 games. He has 2 RBIs in each of his last 3 games. But nothing so far today. Leading the team in home runs and RBIs, came in 5th in the National League in OPS. Ildemaro Vargas, sliders to strikeouts 1-1. Last night, Vargas had his second 4-hit game this month. Diamondbacks have built some innings. They've had their chances, just haven't got that big hit. They're 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Slow bouncer up the middle. High hop for Castro. Little juggle there. And Vargas is out, says Nick Marley. That was awfully close. A tricky play for Willie Castro at second.
Really nice play. Castro speedy. And he runs over the middle part of the field to get this ball. But it looked like he had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove. But he still got the throw off to get him.
Tough throw across his body, moving toward third base. That was a big lead play right there. Lourdes doubled and stole home in the second. He's 1 for 3. Out in front of that changeup, 0-1. Not a whole lot to cheer about today in that dugout. It's been kind of a quiet game, which is odd given the circumstances here.
Yeah, just a lot of line drives that were caught early in this game. Really kind of stunted the D-backs run production.
Diamondbacks in the first 7 innings had 2 runners on base in 5 of those innings, and have scored just 2 runs.
Sounded like a broken bat.
Yeah, it did. We're back again early tomorrow. A couple of 1 o'clock starts here, Denver time, high noon in Arizona. Michael Soroka gets the ball in the finale tomorrow against Michael Lorenzen. With you at 12 o'clock on D-backs TV. You can tell it's Scurriel's bat. It's got the purple tape. Fits right in here in Colorado.
Yeah, if he runs out, he can just go to the other locker room and grab some.
I'm sure they'll be very accommodating over there. Good people. Good crowd here today. We had 27,000 plus last night. Nice day to be at the ballpark today, turned out. Line the fastball up at 98. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jose Fernandez hoping to get a chance. 2-2 on Gurriel. That sailed again up there. It's full.
Just get a good pitch. Just put the wood to it here.
3-2 is punched by Castro. It's in the gap. Gurriel will stop at first. It's a 2-out single. Lourdes' second hit. And a chance now for Jose Fernandez, who has 2 hits himself today.
His fastball outside part of the plate goes with it. That's a nice pass. Line shot almost split the gap.
Jorge Barrosa going to come in and run for Lourdes. And presumably take over in the outfield. So the tying runs at first base with 2 outs. Conference time at the mound. Rockies trying to hang on and win a ball game here. They've kind of hit the skids. They've lost 11 of their last 14 games. They are 11 under 500 for the year. Last in the National League West. So Barrosa runs for Gurriel as the tying run. 2 outs. And the batter is Jose Fernandez.
Yeah, guy on first base. A big run for the Diamondbacks.
If Fernandez finds a gap here, he can tie the game.
That is key.
Rumfield will hold Barrosa on the base at first. Karros was playing well back at third. They just had him run in until he was even with a bag. Watching out for the Fernandez bunt. Now he's about halfway. They keep moving him around out there. Changeup is there, 1-1. Jose had an RBI double in his start as the DH last night. He's got 3 hits in the series so far. Two balls and 1 strike. Barrosa still holding. Breaking ball lands, and it's 2-2.
He's got a really good changeup and a really good slider. Not to mention 98. It's a tough guy to get a hold of. Time pickoff play. Saw Goodman drop his glove that time. That's the indication for the pitcher to throw to first.
Two. Barrosa holds, and Fernandez missed the changeup. Hill able to strand the runner, gets his second strikeout. Bottom 8 on the way. It's still a 3-2 ball game.
Backs.com.
Diamondbacks baseball is brought to you by Dignity Health, proud healthcare partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hello, human kindness. And by Y-Refi. Do you need relief from private student loan debt? Go to yrefi.com. Mile high here in Denver, Colorado. Diamondbacks have had some chances, just can't quite get that tying run across. They trail at 3-2. Brandon Garcia, the big left-hander, is on to start the bottom of the 8th inning against the Rockies. Defensive changes behind him. Jorge Barrosa, who came in to run for Lourdes Gurriel Jr., takes over in center, and Ryan Waldschmidt slides over to left.
Brandon Garcia, 5 appearances since his Reno recall. He has been outstanding. Just 1 hit allowed over 5 2/3 scoreless. 6 strikeouts and no walks.
Just pounds the strike zone. That's the impressive thing. No walks.
Brenton Doyle leads it off for the Rockies, and he's got to base it up the middle. Doyle with good speed. He's aboard to start the 8th.
He was not waiting around. Jumped on that first pitch. A sinker, and he hit it right back up the middle. Perdomo was shaded just a hair over. Could not get to that ball. Nobody could.
On board ahead of TJ Rumfield. Doyle 8 for 10 this year in his stolen base attempts, so you got to keep an eye on him. Rumfield had an RBI single in that Colorado 2-run first against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's 1 for 3. Look out.
That was scatter.
That was.
Everybody take cover.
That was a big league wild pitch right there. Brandon uncorked one. Doyle moves into scoring position now.
McCann went being a catcher to a fetcher on that.
I see what you did there.
Nowhere close. That really got away from him.
Which one of your many catchers told you that?
You know that's where it came from.
Exactly. When Brandon almost threw another one there, that sweeper, McCann had to dive out there to get it out. James wants to find out what's going on with Brandon Garcia.
He's a guy that can't throw a ball, and he's just thrown 2 balls.
I mean, it's like buckshot going up there. This is a kid that's been just unbelievably dominant since he's been back from AAA. But he's uncorked 2 wild ones here back-to-back. And so they'll get Kevin Ginkel in the bullpen going.
Looks like to be Rumfield right now. You're on your toes.
I don't know where it's going. Victor Vodnik and the veteran Antonio Senzatella in a Rocky bullpen. Vodnik would likely get the save opportunity. 2-0 on Rumfield. It's 3-0. Suddenly Brandon can't find his zone.
He'll be taken all the way here.
Wow, these are wild pitches.
This is not the same guy we've been seeing. He is really missing his spot.
Something's clearly off. Brian Kaplan getting it out there and have a conversation. He's put the first 2 aboard in a 1-run game in the 8th. And boy, Brandon has, I mean, you couldn't get a bigger difference than what we've seen from Brandon so far this year.
And he's barely thrown a ball this year.
It's true. I mean, 5 appearances since he came up from AAA, 5 2/3 scoreless, no walks and only 1 hit allowed. But so far he's given up a hit and a walk. And now Hunter Goodman, who homered here last night, is the hitter. Goodman singled in the 3rd against D-Rod, 1 for 3. He's got Doyle at 2nd and Rumfield at 1st. Brandon Garcia with that power sinker could really use a ground ball. Don't forget Goodman has got great power, but he's got a lot of swing and miss as well. And there's a pitch, lands that sinker at 97 for strike 1.
That's the kind of pitch we were used to seeing.
Hopefully that gets him back on course.
See if we can get a ground ball double play.
And 0-2. Goodman's hit it 5 straight now, 7 of 8. Mickey Moniak, the on-deck hitter. And Goodman calls for time. Colorado has out-hit the Diamondbacks 11-8. They lead it 3-2. 2 on and no outs in the 8th inning. We'll chase the sweeper. That was the pitch that he threw to the backstop previously.
Well, it looks like he's self-corrected.
Heck of a visit from Brian Kaplan.
Whatever he said, those were the magic words.
He had the magic words, you're right. Tried it again and again. Goodman lays off. It's 2-2.
Good try.
Moniak waiting on deck. Number 1 in the National League in OPS, left-hand batter. Up the middle and through. Doyle had to make sure it got through, so he'll hold up at third, and Colorado with no outs has loaded the bases in the 8th inning. And they might have to go get Brandon Garcia, who's now faced his requisite 3. With Ginkel warming up in the pen. Joey Lovello up on the top step.
Diamondbacks caught a little break right there with Doyle. Did not get a good read on this ball. And kind of thanking the third base coach. I still think they probably could have scored him right there.
Well, they're going to leave Garcia in for the left-on-left with Moniak. They'll bring the infield in as well. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. Bases full of Rockies and nobody out. There's a strike with a sinker at 97.
Boy, could really use a strikeout. And that's what you're looking at right here.
Remember, Moniak does not hit left-hand pitches. 160 versus lefties coming in this year. Waves at the sweeper, and it's 0-2. Tovar on deck. Ginkel ready in the bullpen.
Got to double up on that pitch. After seeing that kind of swing, they'll come right back with it.
Just don't throw it to the backstop. Tried it.
Yeah, good try.
Brenton Doyle is the runner at third. TJ Rumfield's at second. Hunter Goodman's at first. Infield in, a 1-2 count on Mickey Moniak. Did he go? He did not, says Ryan Blakeman.
Good try again.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's the pitch to get him out with.
Moniak leads the Rockies in RBIs. Now the 2-2. And he hit him. Doyle comes
close.
in, yeah. Obviously, that's the last thing he wanted right there. And Torey Lovello is going to have to go get Brandon Garcia, who had been absolute nails all season, but for some reason really colored outside the lines here today. Did not retire a batter. All 4 he faced reached. 2 singles, a walk, and a hit batter. And Kevin Ginkel comes into what is now a 4-2 game. We're back from Coors Field in a moment.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
The Rockies come back in the 8th inning as they try to pad this lead, which is now 4-2. The first 4 have reached against Brandon Garcia, so the bat signal goes up for Kevin Ginkel. He worked a 1-2-3/8 Wednesday at Texas. He was in line for the victory in that game until the Rangers' 9th inning comeback. And boy, does he inherit a real mess here. Ezekiel Tovar, the batter, a run home for Colorado. Bases are still full, and there's still nobody out. Rumfield at third, Goodman at second, Moniak at first. Swing and a miss on the Ginkel slider, and it's 0-1. Tovar singled in the third. He's 1 for 3.
Well, you really need a strikeout. Pop up will do the same thing. Infield in.
Well, it looked like, Candy, that with that sweeper and Moniak with the left-on-left matchup, like Brandon was going to get that swing and miss, and then just plunked Moniak in it.
Yeah, he couldn't execute the follow-up sweeper to double up on it. He just kept missing off the plate. Then he tried to throw the fastball by him and way got away from him.
0-2 on Tovar, a guy that has struck out a lot in the past. Don't chase the slider there. Arenado, Perdomo, Vargas, Fernandez, the infield, everybody in. Garcia responsible for all 3 runners.
Ginkel trying to bail him out.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Vargas coming home. There's one. McCann turn the double play. Exactly what they were hoping for.
Oh, that ball just got by Ginkel, but Vargas was right there. Good throw to the plate. The throw going down the line to first base was a little bit wide. And they're going to challenge that call.
Might as well. They got a chance for what would amount to a put-away inning here. And they can keep this going. Yeah, he's
safe.
off the bag.
Yeah, throw just sailed a little bit too much on McCann.
Well, the upside is you're going to get the out at home. And you might not get two, but at least you prevented the first run from coming across. There's a live look inside the replay operations center, Midtown Manhattan. Pretty definitive look by the angle we just showed you. McCann stepped on the plate for the force to get Rumfield, then trying to get the batter Tovar first. It sure looked like the throw pulled Fernandez off the bag.
Yeah, it did.
Here is Marvin Hudson.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Colorado retaining the challenge.
So Rumfield is out, 4-2. Goodman into third, Moniak into second, and Tovar safe at first. Sterling Thompson, the rookie, is the scheduled hitter. But Warren Schaefer going to go to his bench and bring in Troy Johnson as Ginkel gets a few warm-up tosses here after the delay. So that play basically is a force out at home and the first out of the inning. Bases are still loaded, and Johnston now will hit for Thompson. .318 batting average, which is fourth best in the National League. He was 0 for 3 last night. Hunter Goodman at third. Mickey Moniak is at second. Tovar at first. Johnston hits for Thompson.
With a pair of 95-mile-an-hour fastballs, a little on the outside part of the plate. Tripled up on it. He's feeling that fastball today. Another good one.
Johnson's been one of their best hitters. He's batting better than .330 in the month of May. Did go hitless last night. Infield still in for the Diamondbacks all the way around. And McCann waves everybody off. One and two on Troy Johnston. And he got the swing and miss on the slider. A big out for Ginkel right there.
Oh, what a pitch. I mean, just a whole sequence of pitches. All those fastballs and dropped the slider right behind the plate. Great pitch.
So Ginkel comes in and he's got them the first 2 outs in the inning. One more to go. Here's Kyle Karros, who doubled and scored in the second. He's 1 for 3.
.96. I mean, he is throwing it right now.
Oh, 1 is in there. Another fastball, and it's 0-2.
That one 97.
Tell you what, Ginkel, talk about pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Wow.
He's a strike away. Nice block by McCann. He wanted that chase slider in the dirt.
Another excellent pitch right where he's trying to throw the ball. Nice job by McCann, just deading that ball right in front of him. was a good pitch.
Remember,
just about off the plate.
Both teams are out of ABS challenges, so you can't challenge any of these pitches in these big spots. They burned them all up. Good spot for that one.
Just a tad wide.
Karros didn't offer. It's 2-2.
That was a good take by Karros.
Able to check on the slider. He's thrown him 2 chase pitches, and Caro didn't bite either time. And he's worked the count full. McCarthy would be next.
It's a big battle between these two guys.
This is a big pitch in the ball game. 3-2, bases loaded, 2 outs. Here it is. On the ground to short. Perdomo gobbles it up. He'll go to first. And Kevin Ginkel gets 3 enormous outs. But the Rockies pick up a run, so it's 4-2. McCann's spot leads off the 9th. Then it's Ryan Waldschmidt and Ketel Marte. James McCann's spot is due up, but Adrian Del Castillo is in the on-deck circle, set to lead off the 9th inning against the longtime starter for the Rockies. And now in a closer's role, this is Antonio Senzatella, who has picked up his first 2 career saves this year. His 13th appearance, and he's done a pretty nice job, a 1.32 earned run average.
Yeah, when he was a starter, this is the kind of the guy that you wanted to face, but right now he is really throwing well.
Troy Johnston, who hit for the rookie Thompson, takes over in right field. Del Castillo will bat for McCann. Diamondbacks have been out hit 12-8. They're down 4-2 in the 9th. Dale began the month with a 3-game hitting streak, had a home run at Wrigley Field against the Cubs. But he's run into a 2-for-19 dry spell over his last 7 games. Del Castillo gets it up in the air. It hangs up in right center. Johnston will peel off. Doyle's got it. And that's the first out. Post-game preview brought to you by Talking Stick Resort. Jody Jackson standing by. Candy and I will have a full highlight recap for you up here in the booth as Ryan Waldschmidt 0 for 2 with a walk steps in.
Marquis getting a base runner. Waldschmidt got a lot of speed. Somehow get on base for the top of the order.
Waldy walked his last time up.
Big gap out in left center field. He likes going to right center.
Oh, come on, get fouled. Outfield over to have a look, and it does get on the other side of the netting. Waldschmidt's still alive.
Marte on deck.
Well, you'd love to see Ketel up there as the tying run. Aldi lays off. Did he go? He did not, says Nick Marler. Beat him with a cutter.
It's got to be his pitch. Took it away.
Senzatella's been a Rocky for a long time starting pitcher. A lot of injury issues in recent years now. Working in the back end of the bullpen. Two-two. Waldschmidt hammers it to left, and it's a base hit. Waldy comes through a 1-out single, and Marte comes up as the tying run.
There you go. Solid base hit to left field. Doesn't shock anybody that Waldschmidt did that. Now you got speed at first base.
And Marte at the plate. He has singled and doubled. He's 2 for 4.
Clutch at bat.
Ryan Waldschmidt's now hit safely in 4 straight. A chance for Marte. Is this the moment? Curveball misses badly. Senzatella now in his 10th year in the big leagues, all with Colorado. 23 starts for the Rockies last year. This is his 13th appearance this season, all in relief.
These two have spaced each other many times.
Love the fact that Ketel has stayed patient here. 364 lifetime against him. Ketel, this is terrific. Not trying to win the game all by himself. He's just very patient.
Just trying to get a good pitch to hit. Corbin Carroll waiting on deck.
Corbin has walked twice. He's had an RBI double today. 3-0 on Ketel Marte. Takes all the way. Very patient at bat by Ketel. He'll hand it off to Corbin Carroll. And now the tying runs are aboard with 1 out.
Yeah, that's a team at bat right there.
Sure was.
Yeah, you got 2 guys on base. Very selfless.
Third time today Marte's been on board. Here's Corbin, who has walked twice. And the RBI double off the wall in right center back in the 5th. Waldschmidt at second. Marte the tying run at first. Diamondbacks have had their chances. They are 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They've left 8 runners on base. And Senzatella throws the cutter for a strike. Another one sails up high. Paul Sewald, Juan Murillo in the bullpen. Corbin soft fastball took a rip. Missed it. It's 1-2.
That ball just sailed inside on him, tied him up with the swing. And try to bring his hands in, little foul tip.
And that's the spot where they always used to pitch him up and in like that. Now the 1-2. Good take.
Oh yeah.
99?
He didn't used to throw that hard.
No. I don't know where that came from. Perdomo would be next. 2-2 on Corbin. Almost hit him with a cut fastball. Now it's full. Trying to keep this thing going. This is shades of the Texas near comeback when they got 3 in the 9th to take the lead on the Rangers.
Yeah. Big gap in right center.
A lot of room out there. 3-2 now. Called strike 3. No challenges left. He got the cutter, and Corbin caught looking.
Fooled him with the backdoor cutter. Watch where this pitch starts off the plate, comes right over there, had a lot of the plate, and it just fooled Corbin.
It is up to Perdomo. 2 on and 2 out. Jerry has singled and walked. 1 for 3. Tying runs aboard with 2 outs.
Same pitch. A big hit here could really spark Perdomo.
Oh. Fouled off the changeup, and now he's down to his final strike.
Speed on the bases.
2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Now they go 2. They'll take time.
That's all Perdomo, just working the pitcher.
Everybody on their feet here, 34,000 plus at Coors. The 0-2. And a Geraldo Perdomo at bat doesn't even really begin until there are 2 strikes.
Right.
Waldschmidt at second, Marte the tying run at first. Perdomo foul right behind Dave McKay. One more time. Where's this 99 coming from Antonio Senzatella? A little extra gas in the tank.
He certainly does. He's letting it go. Not the same guy that used to be the starter.
Yeah. Jerry keeps fighting them off. Another 1-2. Foul at first again. Perdomo has fouled off 4 pitches in this at-bat, including the last 3 in a row.
Wow, what a battle.
This is classic Geraldo Perdomo.
It is.
Back-to-back fastballs, then tried the changeup again. 8th pitch of the at-bat on the way.
Man, that was a really good changeup he threw him. Nice job by Jerry.
He's fouled off 4 consecutive 2-strike pitches. Make it 5.
Tried the slider. Well, got to foul that one off too.
The first slider he's throwing to this at bat. The 9th pitch coming up. Arenado would be next, the former Rocky. 5 consecutive foul balls by Perdomo. Still a 1-2 count. Going offer at that low cutter.
Almost everything he's been throwing has been down.
10th pitch right here. 10 pitch at bat by Perdomo. Lazy fly to center for Doyle. He came way in, now he backs way up. And he's able to run it down. The Diamondbacks had so many chances today, but the Rockies pitching held its own. And they've evened the series, a 4-2 Colorado win.
You don't see too many 3-2 games here, or 4-2 games here at Coors Field, but the Diamondbacks had their chances. They just couldn't get the big hit in this game.
He certainly had plenty of opportunities. They'll finish 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. They stranded 10 runners on base. Jody Jackson standing by. She'll join us after this short break. Post-game show is next.